Daughter of the sea, beware, I heard him cry. His words carried upon the ocean breeze as he sank beneath the tide. Those blood-soaked shores of Kalimdor, where sailors fought and died, the Erdmore fell at Theramore because she left his side. Why this, oh daughter of the sea? Why this, did you forget your seaside days? Always the pride of a nation's eyes. How could she go astray when she did flee across the ocean deep? The Erdmore followed west. What else but sail to save a daughter's life and pray she still did brave. But there he found upon those distant shores enemies upon the rise. But when he faced the savage wars, his daughter stood aside and buried deep beneath the waves, betrayed by family. To his nation with his love's breath quiet, beware the daughter of the sea. I heard across the moonlit sea the old voice warning me. Beware, beware, the daughter of the sea. Beware, beware of me.
Too long we've gone adrift with the resolve to carry on. When the climb is steep and the days are long, we rise, all rise. Our fight burns bright. From filth we send to the tree of life. The lowly empowered and faith unite. We rise, all rise. So far we are, the hope scattered all over the fallen stars. The last note played on an old guitar. We rise, oh rise. shoulder. In the lands between, spirits sharp and clean, used with a purpose. Through the scarlet mist, for the maidenless, we rise and burn again. We rise again. Instead of giving ourselves to the void of death, accepting the power for a final breath, we rise, all rise, to yearn and burn with frenzy and flame to the rights we've earned. In face of the falsehood and secrets learned, we rise, all rise. We will die again where the oceans end, over and over. In the dragon's fire, we will testify, shoulder to shoulder. In the lands between, spirits sharp and clean, used with a purpose. Through the scarlet mist, for the maidenless, we rise and burn again. Though some of us won't make it back, we're following into the black, unknown for a long lost throne. We rise again, where others might look for escape. These lights in the dark search for grace, once lost to our blood-soaked cause. We will rise through battlefields scarred by the gods. We're striding no matter the odds. When nothing can hold back the tide, we rise, we rise. Christless and exile were loyal the same, returning to roots through the worst of our pain. When kings rise against, have it writ on their grave. The old gods were felled by a mortal unnamed. We will die again where the oceans end, over and over. In the dragon's fire, we will testify, shoulder to shoulder. In the lands between, spirits sharp and clean, used with a purpose. Through the scarlet mist, for the maidenless, we rise and burn again. We rise again. Eternal struggle echoes to the past. We rise, we rise. So even if only to fall then in ash, we rise, I will rise. The lust for eternal affairs seem to raise our spirits in great despair. Through the ashes of oblivion, quick and unseen the dragon's offspring, for we owe no debts and bow to no king. Every war has its cost and we've paid, won by the bond of the body we've made. War with the call that the battle starts now. As the demons listen, we strike them down, fighting back the rifts of blood. Sent from the sky like an angel in need, giving news to strengthen and words to heed. Heaven's down and set alight, we're knocking on the gates of hell tonight. Broken swords and dragons' bones scattered on the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the roll our heels down, shut the tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne, so we sing a traveler's song. Play out a spell in your sequence of chords to inspire and sharpen our rusted swords, echoing the whisper of the trees. Creep along the path where 1,000 bards fail, from the thick Westerian jungle trails. Come from afar to set prisoners free, into dark tangled depths from the open sea. Swords and dragons' bones scattered on the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the roll our heels down, shut the tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne, so we sing our traveler's song. Chances don't come cheap, so keep alert and on your feet. An ancient spirit song will heal our wounds, unabashed by our defeat. Spot the bloodstains on these cobble streets, a message to the gods to see us through. Ever heard, get really sung, so raise your voice and praise the sun. Call a new rebirth to keep us strong. Countless souls along the path, lost to fiends and lives of wrath, will return to play our final song. Dragons' bones scattered on the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the roll our heels down, shut the tales and legends told, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from his throne, so we sing our traveler's song.
Norna, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Realm Weavers. I almost forgot the microphone again.
Almost. Almost.
Almost. I got it this time.
We've succeeded.
We're making progress, folks. Alright. So how have you guys been?
I have been.
You have been. Good. Alrighty. Well, let's catch everyone up to speed. We ended up deciding that we'll keep doing 1 week break every month. The default will be the third Saturday every month. However, depending on if someone's not going to be available for a certain period of time, or if, what do you call it? Or if there's a holiday coming up that people will be busy on, we'll be putting the break on that day instead. So, being forthcoming, Hayden will not be here at the end of August, so the last Saturday on August, we're going to be skipping that one. And then this month we'll be skipping, what is it, the 20th. Bye, Hayden. As a recap for the last episode, or what happened to the last episode, essentially the group had started looking a little bit closer at the ruins that is around this island, and in the process they ran into some bandits who stole their stuff, mistook Lorsan for a demon worshipper, and kidnapped Lorsan. The group found Lorsan in the bandits' camp, which is essentially an underground dwarven city, where not just bandits, but men, women, and children were living and dwelling and, just hiding out. Troxal got Lorsan out by pretending to be a golden dragon. And then after that, the group has now exited the ruins, and they're now on the surface. I will say, Troxal and I were talking, and I made a tweak to the altar shape psionic ability, because being able to turn into a fully sized golden dragon is really overpowered. So essentially how it works now is, if you spend all of your psionic points turning into something, you can't turn back because you need the same amount of psionic points to turn back to human form. If that makes any sense.
So what you're telling me is he's stuck as a golden dragon right now.
No, but we're, taking that into consideration going forward.
Oh, let me ask this. I don't get psionic points back if I'm in the form of a golden dragon. Is that correct?
You can, but that still requires rest and sleep and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. So that's fine. So if I wanted to turn into a golden dragon, use my wings as locomotion, and
you don't have
fly
wings.
Pardon?
Golden dragons don't have. Okay, so golden dragons are essentially the Chinese version of dragons. They don't have wings.
Okay.
The magical dragons can fly without the wings. You do not have that same magical ability, so you cannot fly as a golden dragon.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That was a one-off anyhow.
Thank God.
No, seriously.
No, I know.
A 15-point golden dragon is just not valuable.
Excuse me?
Anyhow, as we're moving along the path, we're heading towards the ruins, the second set of ruins.
The surface ruins, yeah.
And I will give each of my compatriots one platinum piece, because it's been 3 full days of them protecting me, allegedly protecting me. And I'm going to cancel the agreement for the future. So you each have a platinum piece. I actually overpaid each of you.
I know you did.
Okay. So
What was this about canceling the agreement for the future?
Yeah, the agreement, they're no longer need to protect me. For pay.
Noted. Noted.
Okay. And then I don't have my spells because I'm out of spells. But we're still heading to the ruins.
All right. Let's see here.
Well, Grimshaw knows how he's going to solve the problem now.
Well, I'll say this. You guys do notice Lorsan kind of tucking their necklace, the talisman, into their shirt, covering it up.
Into his shirt.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, don't want to be captured every time I meet someone, so...
Gotta ask about that, actually.
What about it?
You actually a demon worshipper?
That's for me to know.
I could just take your niece.
You could, yes, but, you know...
But
you wouldn't have any backup.
You know what, you're right. It's the only thing keeping your knees in place right now.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
But you could tell, I mean, it's not going to make two wits about me. I just need to know to prepare for the future.
Well, I'm not gonna be doing any sort of demon rituals if that's what you're worried about.
No, I just want to know in case we get in case shit like this happens again. I know what to expect.
Well, everyone else.
Well, let me just say
will,
that.
so.
When I say one off,
How about one person at a time? So Lorsan go first, and then Troxal, you can go after that.
I said that, you know, everyone else will assume from my talisman. So.
I just want to know if it's actually true or not.
All right, Troxal, go ahead.
as I said, this is a one-off, both for gold dragons and going into very dangerous circumstances trying to retrieve party members. I mean, I can't imagine that happening again.
Well, I sure hope not.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so let us continue on.
Yep. Upon approaching the ruins, you begin to notice that there are far more wooden structures than stone. The fortifications you notice from the fortifications that you noticed from before appear to be the wooden modern additions that were built on top of the ruined foundations. By design, it looks like it was originally constructed by the state a few years back, but has since been occupied by these bandits who've been repairing and modifying it over time. Despite
This
it
is a
being
different set of bandits than the bandits that took us.
well, no,
Is that correct?
it's the same group. They're just divided. This is basically, think of this as like a
An outpost.
/ diversion for anyone who's trying to get rid of the bandits.
Oh, I see. So if the government sent something to destroy the bandits, they would look at the outpost as opposed to knowing that there was a underground.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Smart.
Mm-hmm. Despite it being a wooden fortress, you see several openings, windows, missing boards, and the like, giving many views into the fortress.
Okay. Using our many views, how many bandits, if any, do we see?
Well, first things first. Before you get to the actual fortress, approaching it, you do notice that there's like 2, maybe 4 bandits with crossbows, kind of like patrolling on the walls.
Well, as much as I would like to explore the ruins, I have really zero interest in engaging bandits with crossbows behind fortification. Anyone else?
Hey man, you're the one who wants to explore at this point.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go back to town and make some more money.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Since you drop payment, you're at risk of losing your party members.
Okay. So we'll turn around then, I guess, and go back to town.
Okay. Alright. Let's see here. We get to encounters. Alright, so the entire way back, you don't really receive much issue at all. You just you spotted a couple of deer. Grimshaw, you actually spotted a badger at one point.
Badger. Did I spot a few mushrooms?
You said mushrooms?
Yes.
No.
Damn. No memes today.
At one point, you hear some wolves howling, but they're not anywhere near you. You're pretty much good there. Eventually, you manage to get to the edge of the forest, and it is just nothing but clear hills all the way to town.
All right, cool.
Okay. So back in Ingram, I'm going to tell my party.
Ilgrin,
first of all,
yeah.
where are you going to be? I'm going to head off to see the Portwell nobles and get some information. Are you going to the Bouncing Gold Tavern? I think that's the one in Ingram. Am I correct there?
It is Ilgrin, and where is it?
That was where I met them, the Bouncing Gold Tavern.
Great town, there we go.
Yeah, the Bouncing Gold Tavern.
Trying to scroll
Yeah, that
down
makes
to it.
sense.
Okay. So I'll tell them I'll meet them then, and I'll head off to the Portwell house.
All right.
Sounds good.
So
Conversation with a few people here.
I'll try and meet the people at Portwell House, show them my drawings of the language, ask for information in terms of the language. I'll tell them that there's bandits in the ruins to the west.
Well, slow down, slow down.
Okay.
So they lead you over to the knight. He's currently in the Great Hall, which has been set up, transformed from like a well, no, it's still a Great Hall, but he's sitting in more of a position as a king would, as he receives subjects and hearings, things like that. Yes, yeah, they bring you to him. He just looks down and says, "Greetings. Was your journey fruitful?"
Initially, we managed to stop a plague at the what is it called? At Castle Memphis, that was turning people into undead.
To this,
And
he
then-
frowns.
Yeah, and that was because there were some undead people there, I guess, cursing the waters or whatever. But that's clearing up, so that's good. But we met bandits. There's bandits in the ruins to the east.
One moment,
Excuse
my
me, to the
friend.
west of
One moment,
Castle-
my friend.
Castle Memphis. What?
One moment, my friend. Speak more of this curse that you were speaking of. You said it was creating undead?
That was our understanding. People
How
were
is this
drinking
happening?
water and turning into undead zombies.
How was this happening? What caused it?
I assume that it was caused by the undead cleric type of being. I wasn't quite sure what it was. Being a newbie adventurer, I'm sure it wasn't a lich, or a lich would have eaten our lunch. But
I forget. Did you guys tell him about the ring?
of course,
He has the ring.
I'm
He has
not.
the ring.
I have the ring. I'm not telling them about the ring.
Okay, I just want to double check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he asked you. So he says. So you said you cured it. That means you destroyed this undead.
we did destroy the undead in the village Hillfort. The priest and the druid were getting their people back. So the curse has been removed.
There's no village named Hilford.
Hillfort, it is the village
Hilden.
named Hilden. Sorry, Hilden.
Berkshire.
He tells you that he'll send someone over to check up on them and to investigate the undead you mentioned.
Okay, and then I'll mention again the bandits at the ruin. I wanted to go to the other ruin and get do more exploration, but we saw at least 4 bandits with crossbows, basically concealed behind walls. That was just too much for too much of a threat to go on. And then I'll pull out my papers and show him the notes that I'd taken from near Castle Memphis, the ruins near Castle Memphis.
All right.
And was he familiar? Ask him if he was familiar. Are you familiar with the language? First of all,
Well,
not to mention what does it say?
Well, to you mentioning how 4 crossbowmen were too much for you, you see him kind of like chuckle a little bit at that. He takes the charts, looks at them, and he goes, "I'm afraid it's no longer language that I'm familiar with, but you might have some luck with." Hold on, so let me get the name. He tells you might have some luck with Golvork Sage.
Golvork Sage?
Go, Fork Sage.
Golvork. Gulvork.
That's fine. Grimshaw will not be pronouncing that name right ever.
Golvork Sage. Okay. And where might I find
V, not F.
Yeah.
Go Fork Sage.
Golvork
Same
Sage.
difference.
Where might I find Golvork Sage?
Where can I find this Fork Sage?
Yeah.
He just kind of looks at you and says, "I was kind of hoping you ran into him because ironically he went to the same ruins you were interested in. He's been there for several weeks now."
The ones with the bandits?
Indeed. Though this is the first time I'm hearing of bandits being there.
Oh, yuck. Okay. And I guess we'll have to go back and eliminate the bandits.
Do you require a bit of extra firepower for that?
Yes, some troops would be just delightful.
All right. I can spare you a few soldiers. It'll be it'll be one silver piece per soldier who goes with you.
I agree. How many soldiers?
How many do you need?
I don't want. I'd rather have the bandits vacate than fight. So 10 soldiers would be plenty.
All right.
So
He'll
that's
give
one
you-
gold piece per day. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
He'll give you 5 spearmen and 5 crossbowmen.
Good. With horses?
Horses cost extra.
Yeah, that would cost extra.
How long do I think it would take to walk to the place?
About like nearly a day. Nearly a day.
I was gonna say, because Grimshaw was walking, it's gonna cost you 2 gold.
Okay,
pieces.
well that's fine then. Then I can afford it. So tomorrow morning we'll leave to go with the 10 soldiers to go to the ruins.
Very well.
We'll try and retrieve Gilvork Sage and do the rest of the exploration there. Okay. Do I pay you or do I pay the soldiers?
You pay him, and then he'll pay the soldiers.
Okay. I will give him 2 platinum pieces. No, I'll give him 1 platinum piece because that buys me.
1 platinum is 5 gold pieces.
That's correct. And 10 silver is a gold piece. Is that correct?
20 silver is a gold piece.
No, it's 10.
No, 10 copper is 1 silver. 20 silver is 1 gold.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. My bad.
Okay, so I'll give him a platinum piece and ask for 4 gold pieces in change. So that buys me 20 silver pieces. Is that right? That buys me 2 days worth. So 1 day there and 1 day back, assuming that it takes them an hour to clean up the place.
All right, in that case,
Agreed?
in that case, you get 3 gold back. Yeah.
3. I thought I got 4 gold back.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm getting it mixed up.
Okay.
So, what does this guy look like?
He says, he's well. First of all, you're not there. You're not asking the questions.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
did
know.
you stop metagaming? How could you? How could you?
After that, he says, now that business is concluded, Mr. Candle, are you busy the rest of this afternoon, or would you like to enjoy the rest of some festivities?
What kind of festivities? I am busy, but I can make an exception. What's happening?
Well, he says there's the usual of feasting and dining, but also he kind of grins and says, what do you call it? They're gonna be having a tournament in a day or in a few hours if you want to watch.
No, I am. I need to. I have multiple business things that I need to do in the town.
She kind of gives a nod and says, very well. Well, our door is always open if you're interested.
Thank you. Okay, I don't know whether I should ask. I will, I guess. Is there a temple to Elzinara?
Elzinara?
In Irglen?
Try to remember who that is.
That's the god of magic and knowledge.
Right, yeah. He tells you there's none. He's like to that. He kind of like looks straight and different and goes, "I do not believe there is any myself. You would want to speak to the Mage's Guild for that."
Okay. And then the other thing is, I guess I'd ask, can you recommend a jeweler for me?
I believe my associate can bring you in the right direction. Yes.
Okay. Okay, then I'll give my goodbyes, and I'm going to head over to the Bouncing Gold Tavern, and I'll fill in my compatriots on the fact that we're leaving tomorrow morning with 5 spearmen and 5 crossbowmen.
Before we get to that,
You are assuming we are there right now.
Yes,
yeah, I was about to say. Before that, let's go.
If you want to go back with me, that's your choice.
Before we continue, Grimshaw.
Someone's
Yep.
not paying me money. Yes.
You said you wanted to
job,
talk to
cool.
some people.
Well, yeah.
Who? Oh, them. Okay, go ahead.
Considering that there was a person who was paying for information about the bandits in this town. Forget who it was. I think it was the bartender or someone at the bar.
Let me see. Write it down.
It's been a while, and my brain is starting to get foggy. I think I lost a few brain cells over the past couple of weeks. I'm not gonna lie. I was channeling my inner dwarf. But I know there was specifically a person that I was supposed to be talking to who wanted information about the bandits. It wasn't Mr. Important. No, it was lower on the echelon. And selling information is what Grimshaw does best. That and extorting. And taking knees. And generally being the biggest problem child in our group. But yeah, no, once Grimshaw is very, very upset about losing that contract. Thoroughly upset about losing that contract.
Oh no, that's not good.
Someone's knees are going to have to pay for that.
I don't think it was the bartender. I think it was another person at one of the tables.
It was. I don't think it was the bartender. It was one of the people.
Yeah.
What's his name? No, I never got his name.
You never got his name, no.
But I guarantee Grimshaw would know who it was when he went in there. But he never got his name. Never went to a. But yeah, I'm just gonna
you spot him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and regale him in this wonderful story. It's like, yeah, boss. Long time no see.
Oh, hey there.
Got some information for you if you're up for a deal.
Do tell.
You were looking into that bandit problem, correct?
That's right.
Well, if you make it worth my while, I can tell you the 2 places that they're hiding.
2 places?
Yeah, 2 places.
Color me
Right, Mom?
intrigued.
They're not dumb, that's for certain. And there's a lot of them. So whatever you go into, bring a lot of men.
Understood.
So how are you gonna make it worth my while for this information?
He puts a gold coin on the table and he's like, this minimum. And then he puts 5 platinum pieces on the table and says, this if the information's good.
Okay. Okay. You get 8 platinum and you got yourself a deal.
He just kind of like chuckles and says, "Oh no, my friend, I've been in this way too long. You're not going to extort me."
Oh no, by all means, I'm not trying to extort. I'm just trying to tell you that I can give you 1 spot, or I can give you both spots.
Roll a charisma check. D100.
I know. I picked up 2 100s. It's gotta be high, right?
High.
32.
He's just like, yes, and if you give me both locations and it's good enough, 5 platinums is more than enough.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I think I can tell you that. Hey, they're sitting at 2 ruins, and one is vastly more fortified than the other. You're gonna need almost heavy artillery if you could get it underground.
Duly noted. Where are they?
So I pull out the map, and I draw out where they are.
Okay, so draw out where the ruins are, and he's like, okay, everyone knows about that place. It makes sense that they would hide out there. That's not even worth a gold coin. So he's like, so where's the second place?
I draw the other one. I draw the underground one. And I'm
Given
like,
that he doesn't know it's underground yet, he's just like, and you pick the middle of nowhere.
there's a cave system there that leads into an ancient dwarven ruins. I want them out there for my own reasons. But there is a lot of them.
How many?
Easily like 100, 200 plus. Men, women, children. A lot.
So it's not even just a bandit site. There's something else going on there.
Exactly.
Interesting. Very well, he says, passing you the 5 platinum pieces. And then he asks if you discovered anything else of interest on your trip.
I don't know how interested you'd be in Hilden having zombie troubles.
I heard about that. What was going on there?
Turns out the lake was being poisoned by some undead.
There was undead at the castle.
There was undead at the castle.
Are you certain of that?
Yeah, I still got the bite marks from them.
Can I see?
I just pull out my armor and show the bite marks and everything.
Oh, you weren't joking.
Yeah. No, I very rarely do with this kind of thing. But we cleansed that pond. We found the undead priest or whatnot.
How can undead be a priest? That doesn't even make sense.
Look, I don't know. It was human, it was not, it was weird. It wasn't a lich, because if it was a lich, it would have been a lot more fun.
If it was a lich, you wouldn't be standing here, you'd be dead.
A lot more fun.
And this undead creature was what caused the sickness?
To my best knowledge, yes.
Huh. He passed you the gold coin as well.
Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you. That's all I got right now. We didn't really go out too much.
Indeed.
My former employer decided that he didn't want to face off against a couple of crossbowmen.
Is he serious? If you took down an undead creature like that, I don't see why a few crossbowmen wouldn't be a problem.
That's what I said, but you know what? At the same time, he stopped paying me shortly before, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. If he wants to run it, I ain't gonna help him anyway.
Don't forget language.
Eh.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, that sucks, man.
Yeah, I really could have used the stress relief. But hey, I'll be in them. Knowing that you pay well for information, you and me can probably make some good money together.
We could probably start right now.
Oh?
Word around the grapevine is that there is a rogue bandit who just kind of struck it on their own, and there's a lot of people who'd be interested in seeing her either captured or dead.
Same price for both, or?
Depends on who it is. The knight of the realm wants the person alive, and he's willing to pay he's willing to pay 3 gold pieces for anyone who's able to capture her. But those bandits you mentioned they want her dead. And they left a baseline price of 1 gold piece, but there's also notes stating they're willing to haggle.
Willing to haggle on a baseline of 1 gold piece. We're safer in terms of money with the knight.
Yes, but it's very curious, isn't it? Why the cheaper option would be wanting them dead, but they are willing to haggle.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why they want to haggle.
As do I.
Well, do we have any last known locations?
Not last known locations, just that the bandit is a human woman and she's wearing a red scarf.
Human woman, red scarf. Should be easy enough to find. You know what? I passed the gold coin back to him. That was good enough for me. Tell you what. You tell me any information you need along the way, I'll be sure to pass it back and forth.
To this, he smiles back, seeing a kindred spirit, and like flips a coin, grabs it, and says, "Happy to be of assistance." Oh,
I guess.
there is one more thing. If you're interested in manhunts and, you know, searching for profitable gain.
Color me intrigued.
He's like, if you're not at all having a problem with killing someone for money, you might be interested in some more of the underground deals that are going on. Am I correct?
Underground wet work. Gotcha. I can have a look into it. Do you have an in for me?
He says, yes, there's a bit of a rumor that that there is either a person or people looking for a couple of trinkets.
Trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
What trinkets are they looking for?
Most of it doesn't really matter at this point, but one of the little trinkets that they've been looking for, they claim there's a good chance of it being on this island somewhere. Though I get the impression that they weren't expecting any results. They said they were looking for a ring.
A ring? What type of ring were they looking for? Can't be just any old ring.
They were extremely vague about it. All they mentioned was that the ring would be made of a dark metal.
Ring made of dark metal. Well, I'll definitely keep my eye out for it.
Definitely, because they have a very high reward for anyone who finds it.
Sounds good. Can you put me in contact with these people?
Roll a charisma check.
No, that's an 83.
All right. With no modifiers, right?
No modifiers.
All right. He just kind of grins and goes, I could. Though, if at all possible, I'd like to see proof that you can get the job done by handling this bandit woman.
Absolutely.
There we go. We should probably separate soon so that no one gets suspicious.
Absolutely.
Pleasure doing
Your
business.
next drinks. Pleasure doing business.
Lorsan, is there anything you want to do?
That is a great question. The festival is still going on, right? In Ireland?
Irglin, yeah. Was there anything you wanted to do in particular? Here. I will say, asking around, you will find out that what's going on right now is there's like some shows going on. There is a boat race. There's a fighting ring. There's what do you call it? Where is it? There's a joust that's going on in a few hours. And there's one other thing. Where is it? I'm sorry, give me a second.
You're fine.
I heard there was a knee-breaking contest. Isn't there a knee-breaking contest somewhere?
A knee-breaking contest? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. There's also like a spell demonstration going on by the Mage Guild. There's a lot to do in the festival.
I'm trying to think. Is there a library in the town, city, whatever?
They have a small library, yeah.
Okay. I think he's gonna go to the library to try to find out if he can find any information on this ring that they have.
All right. So they direct you to the high housing district. So there's a lot of like high class individuals, merchants, a few noblemen, like what here and there. Mostly just people who, you know, have a lot better of living time, kind of like the yeah, that kind of thing. So they're all giving you like looks and like trying to keep their distance from you as you make your way over to the library.
Well.
Roll an intelligence check as you look through all the books. And tell me how long you're willing to look around.
Let's see, intelligence. That is a 12.
All right. And how long are you willing to look around for information?
Let's say about an hour.
Just an hour?
Yeah.
You don't find anything.
No. Alright. Do I find any books on devils?
No, not with that roll.
Okay. Well.
Is that it for you, or?
Well, yeah, probably, because I don't think he would be interested in jousting or the magic show or anything like that, so yeah, probably.
Alright. Troxal, you arrive at the tavern.
Okay, I'll explain what happened.
Or what you were told.
No understanding of the knowledge or anything, help with the scrolls, but I did hire 5 crossbowmen and 5 spearmen to go back. And clear the
Grimshaw, you have been
ruins
replaced.
at 1 silver piece a day, as opposed to 2.5 gold pieces a day. Anyhow, plan to go back tomorrow morning. I'm heading to a jeweler now, and then I'm going over to the magic demonstration. And there's also a joust if you're interested in some knights doing some stuff. I'm probably swinging swords at each other.
Grimshaw, you heard about a fight pit that's going on right now.
Oh, what's that?
Fight pit is essentially like a place where anyone can go into the ring, fight different combatants. It's a lot more bloodier than a joust is going to be. It's a lot less public, and a lot of people place bets, that kind of thing.
That sounds like fun.
With weapons or not?
No weapons.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like something Lorsan can participate in.
Both Lorsan and Grimshaw. If you get to fight each other, then you could have a really, really exciting pretend match. Anyhow, I tell them I'm heading over to jeweler to get a holy symbol of holy cow. Oh, who's that? Oh, of El Zanara made. Because it's apparently being a magic user around these parts has negative connotations. So I'll ask them where are they going to go, and maybe I'll meet them again. Maybe I'll meet them over at the joust or the fight or the magic user presentation.
Let's start with the jewelers, and then we'll work from there. Grimshaw, was there anything else you wanted to do after Troxal gives you that information? Grimshaw? I can't hear you.
2 seconds, so I can get this back. Is it back? Yes, it is. All right. I'm gonna go to the Fight Club.
All right.
Because I owe 0 allegiance to Troxal right now. I look at him like he's crazy for what he just told me. Like, I don't know why you're telling me this, dude. You canceled your order. I don't know what else you want from me.
That's a good point, Troxal. You are talking to a person giving him information after having fired him.
That's fine.
I guess I'll
He
join.
could have got. We went after Lorsan. That was a problem, and then he started fighting. He could have gotten us both killed without any problem. Okay. So anyhow, I tell him this information. Then I'm heading to the jewelry store.
So, Lorsan, I'm gonna say you walk in just as Troxal's walking out.
Okay, bye.
Oh well, I'll as Lorsan's comes in, I'll give her the same information.
This guy's weird. Just free information?
Well, I mean, the fighting pit sounds more interesting to Lorsan than looking at jewels, so I think he'll join Grimshaw.
All right.
Maybe there'll be 2-on-2 matches. Who knows?
Well, you did say something about wanting to take my knees earlier, so...
No, I didn't say wanting to take your knee specifically. I just said I needed to figure out... I mean, I just wanted you to be honest with me. And if you're not going to be honest with me, I'm going to take your knees. So there's that. It's not a matter of... Oh,
Query: why would somebody with an evil alignment expect honesty? Just for querying. Okay, go ahead.
I can answer that for you.
Go ahead.
Why would a lawyer who would be a canonically evil person expect honesty?
That's correct.
But a lawyer
don't
doesn't. A lawyer and a judge typically expect a degree of lying, but they also expect primarily you telling them the truth. I'm still gonna protect you, but I want to know if you think
That's
you
not
did
true.
it.
That's absolutely not true. That's why you have objections in terms of putting evidence in.
A defendant.
Like that. It's not a quest for truth. It really is.
A defending lawyer, when you get there and you have a defending lawyer, one of the first things they end up asking you is you did it? Did you do it? That's
absolutely untrue either. Criminal attorneys never ask if you're guilty or not guilty. They assume as the law assumes that you're not guilty until proven guilty. You're innocent until proven guilty.
Which is also a farce in our country, but we're not going to get into that because I'm not going to get into politics anymore. That is as far as we're going.
Politics is definitely you don't want to get into politics. All right, so Troxal, you reach the jewelers.
I'll offer him 2 gold pieces. I'll tell him what I want.
Oh.
I want
So
a raven made in silver, painted white.
Slow down.
Go ahead.
You walk into the store. You see a lot of beautiful jewelry around. You see a lot of silver, gold, ivory, all sorts of stuff. And you see the shopkeeper walk over. She is essentially a female high elf. She sees you walk in. She smiles and goes, "Welcome, sir. Welcome. How can I help you?"
I need a holy symbol for Elzenara made for me. And that holy symbol should be about 3 inches in diameter. It should include 50% a raven with wings spread, and then painted white. I would think made out of silver and painted white, or if you can make it out of ivory, if you can carve ivory, that would be fine. And then the other half would be gold scroll with some blue writings on it, with some blue and green writings on it, and the raven should have blue eyes.
She's kind of like
You could have
jotting all this
small
down with
sapphires, that would be fine. If not,
7 platinum.
paint them. And
she's kind of like
well,
jotting all this down. She's like
yes.
gold, 3 diameter, ivory as well. Going over all the designs. She does some quick calculating and she goes
2.5 months rent.
I mean, she looks at you and she says that'll be around 200, 300 gold.
3 months rent.
Possibly be 200 or 300 gold.
You're talking about a solid gold object, about
No,
three.
I'm talking about a silver object. I'm talking about the scroll, which is probably 1 inch, very thin. That's less than a gold coin.
Holy symbols have to be
gold.
holy symbols have to be solid gold or solid silver. So essentially, what she's hearing is make the symbol and then put designs over that, such as ivory, like put ivory over the bird, put silver over the book, that kind of stuff. But baseline, the holy symbol has to be.
I think we're at cross purposes here. I think I'll have to wait until I can find a temple to Alzanara and get it from the temple as opposed to having it made specifically. How much would it cost for just the silver holy symbol?
Straight silver? Let's see here. Straight silver would be about, let's see, like 100 gold, period. Like straight up, just 100 gold, not adding anything else onto that.
100 gold is the equivalent of 2,000 silver pieces. So you're saying basically that.
No, yeah, you're right. I'm using the old calculating system. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's very expensive.
Baseline would be 50 gold, and it's because of all the work that has to get put into it. It's not just
50
material.
Gold would be the equivalent of 50 gold instead of 100 gold.
50 instead of 100, yeah. That'd be the baseline.
That's still 1,000 silver pieces. No, I think that's still a little bit too expensive.
Grimshaw's gonna
elsewhere.
Bitcoin.
Grimshaw's what?
He's gonna go invest in Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Come here, you. It's about time for your cameo.
no. Okay, then I'm going to head over to the
I'm eating my mints.
magic display. I assume the magic users are there, and I'm going to try and buy a continual light spell.
All right. So you head over to the mage guild hall next.
Right.
All right, so I'll get to that in a second. Grimshaw and
Okay.
Lorsan.
Up your dukes.
You eventually find the fight pits. There's a lot of cheering, a lot of yelling, all that kind of stuff. You're seeing like people are selling beer, making bets, that kind of stuff. When you actually see the actual fight ring, you are essentially looking at a Dracon and what was it? Dracon and a human, about the same size, kind of like in a wrestling match, on the ground as they're rolling back and forth, trying to overcome the other.
This is my kind of place.
What is this? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Alright. I'm gonna go over to the counter. And look at the counter worker and go
It's less of a counter and more of like a couple of barrels that are set upright to act as the like makeshift tables. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Who's
thank you,
next
sir.
on the
Thank you
list?
for making the bet, sir. That was great money for me. Ah, look, more customers. What kind of a bet would you like to make, gentlemen?
Bet. What's a man gotta do to enter?
Ooh, you'd like to enter? I love that. I love that very much. Now let's
too.
see. If you want to enter, that'll simply be 5 copper pieces.
Alright.
What do I get if I win?
Depends on who
What's the
you
pop?
fight. If you fight any random person, you'll essentially get double the money back. If you fight any of our ranked individuals, you'll get a lot more from that. And of course you can also make bets on your bets. You can also bet money on yourself and get the earnings from that.
All right. I'm down.
Excellent, excellent. Who will be fighting first?
Who will be fighting first? Or who do I want to fight first?
Which one of you is going to fight first?
Oh no, Lorsan, rock, paper, scissors for it?
Sure, why not?
No, I'll call it, right?
I don't know.
Hold up your hands.
Alright.
Rock. Come on. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. What you got, Tia?
Oh, scissors.
Scissors.
Oh, scissors.
Scissors. Alright, so it's kind of hard to see on here, so well, how about this?
How about
Post-
we just do a roll off?
Yeah,
Off.
no.
Roll off. Alright, there we go, that works.
That works better.
D20. High roll.
Yeah.
12.
I got 5.
That's not.
Grimshaw goes first! Do you want to fight?
Someone's-
Do you want to fight a
What's up?
random, a ranked, or the champion?
You know what? Just to get a feel for it right now, let's do a rando.
Alright.
Because I guarantee you Grimshaw's probably going to be doing this for a while.
Gotcha. Alright, so. Let me take a roll real quick.
The rando just happens to be the champion. In disguise.
So it looks like you're up against a half race.
Half what?
Half race. Specifically, it looks like this person is half human, half gnome.
Oh, okay.
Ah, botchling.
It looks like they're mostly human, though.
So a minor botchling. Okay.
Do you bet on yourself before you go into the ring?
I'll put a silver down on myself.
Alright. Lorsan, are you gonna make a bet?
I'll put a silver down too.
On who?
On Grimshaw.
Alright. With that, let the rolling commence.
Because I've seen how he smashes knees. So.
Tell me he rolled a
What?
1.
Wait.
It's a 20 or a 1.
It was a 1.
Oh, no.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
I didn't yet.
Roll.
Does it really matter at this point? This guy's going down like a sack of spuds. You know what? Let's use this die because this is canonically bad. 15. He just took it right to the chin as he like slipped on some blood.
He didn't expect how excellent of a fighter you are, so when he went into swing, he didn't expect you to duck under and then uppercut into his chin, knocking
Oh
him
yeah,
out.
no, he's done.
Whole crowd's like, oh! There's a bit of a silence as like how quick that fight went, but everyone's just like, yeah, let's go, yeah. You said you put down 1 silver, right?
Yes, I did.
So you get a silver and then 5 copper back.
10 copper. Because it was 10 copper buy-in. Right? It was.
Huh?
It was 10 copper, right? Because it was a 5 copper buy-in.
Well, no, the buy-in is... Oh, yeah, that's right. You do get that... Well, no. No, the buy-in is just to participate.
Oh, okay. So I got 5 copper back.
Yeah, 5 copper back from the bet, and then because of the because of the person you beat, no, it was you get 5 copper for beating the other. Yeah, you're good.
Yes. Yeah, so I got the 10
I forgot about
copper.
that part. Yeah. Lorsan, you also get 5 copper.
Why should she get 5 copper? She's not participating.
She bet.
She bet a silver on me.
Lorsan bet 1 silver on Grimshaw.
That's right. So shouldn't she get a silver back?
No. Well, Lorsan got his silver back, but he got 5 because he won the bet. He got 5 copper on top of that because he won the bet.
I thought it was 1 silver for 1 silver.
No, the bookie's got to make some money somehow.
Oh, I see. Okay. So the bookie is charging 5 copper regardless of how much you bet.
Correct. No.
Okay.
It's 5. You have to pay 5 copper in order to participate in the actual fight.
Which is what Grimshaw paid. But Lorsan isn't participating in the actual fight. She's just betting.
Correct.
Yeah,
But okay, slow down. So Grimshaw paid 5 copper in order to enter. If he beats the random person, he gets 5 copper as payment. And because of the bet, he also got 5 copper from the betting. Because he bet 5 silver. Yeah, he bet 5 silver, and he got 5 copper back.
1 silver. You can't lose 5 copper twice. He only loses 5 copper once.
So I got a silver and 5 copper back, and then two 10 copper on top of that. I got a silver and 5 copper from the bet, and then 10 copper from the fight itself. For a total of 15 copper and 1 silver.
And Lorsan got 5 copper from the bet.
And 1 silver, because that was her initial bet.
Yeah, I don't count the initial bet if you get it back. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Clarification.
Alright. Back to Troxal.
Wait, I thought we were doing Lorsan now. Oh, Lorsan.
No, doesn't matter. You can do Lorsan if you want.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
I thought Lorsan was going to lay someone out first. Because me and Lorsan are laying people out together anyway.
Alright, Lorsan, you want to join in?
Yes, I do.
Alright. Who do you want to fight?
I'll fight.
Rando or ranked?
I'll do a random person too.
Alright. I'm guessing you're gonna bet on yourself?
Yep. Let's do 1 silver again.
I'll bet a silver on her.
Alright.
On him.
Good to know. You're up against a Nephilim.
Alright.
Damn it.
What's a Nephilim?
Tiefling. Think Tiefling.
Oh.
Could have really taken some aggression out. I feel bad. I almost feel bad about the
And no, there is no blue Tiefling.
Well, I have a question. So,
What's up?
So Grimshaw, even though he's very much stronger than this gnome human is, he doesn't get any positives on his dice for strength or anything like that?
No, he does.
He does?
Yeah, no, I rolled a natural 15. That guy got knocked out immediately.
Okay, got it. I didn't know what the final.
Troxal, your cam is really, really laggy and pixelated.
It's not pixelated according to me. Looks good to me.
It gets pixelated every now and then, I've noticed. Which is weird. Alright. You ready for this, Lorsan?
Yes.
How many times can you punch in this round?
Let me see. Well, I didn't update to my level 2
Why
monk.
didn't you update?
Because work.
It's still one per round. I just looked it up.
Okay, so just once.
Alright, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay.
Ooh.
16.
Any strength modifiers or no?
I have a +1 to because my strength is 14. And I have a +1 to damage.
Alright. Secure. So you get 3 points of bludgeoning damage from his punch as he strikes you in the face. But you also strike him. Go ahead and roll your d4.
Three plus 1, so 4.
Alright, so you got a big hit on your face, but at the same time you got him reeling back to the point where he calls it.
Nope, I'm done.
Giving up already?
Just a weird train. They're just like,
Howard.
It's like Grimshaw just knocks people out in one hit all the time because he gets a minimum of 4 damage. Sorry, 5.
With you guys doing this, you know, you guys have seen Hunter x Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking of Battle Tower when the two kids were just like cleaning the clocks of every single fighter up until they got to the 200th floor. You remember that?
Oh my god, Battle Tower was great.
Lorsan, you got another 5 copper back in addition to the silver you've betted. Grimshaw, you too.
Fantastic. We're gonna be rich.
Alright, we're gonna take a quick pause of that. Going over to Troxal.
Yes.
Here.
Okay, Mages Guild.
Yep.
See a lot of people juggling fire, but no actual magic.
And I'll go in. I don't think I've been there before, or have I been there before?
You have not. Although I will say, outside of the mage hall, the guild hall, you see them getting ready for a demonstration. There are a few people gathered, all kind of stuff.
Okay, I'll duck into the hall before the demonstration and just introduce myself and ask if I can buy a continual light spell to put in my spell book.
Just double check what the what tier that is.
I think it's a second level on your tier spell. Tier 2.
That should be there we go. Yeah, it is. So they can sell you that. They can sell you a scroll for about what do you call it? 50 gold pieces.
Or can somebody just write it into my book?
They could do that for you for 20 for like half the price. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 25 gold pieces, so that would be how many platinum pieces? 2.5 platinum pieces?
5 platinum pieces if that's 25 gold.
Oh, yeah, that's too expensive for me now. Okay.
They just kind of make us shrug and like, look, it's hard enough for us as it is trying to maintain all this with a government that doesn't really care for our skill sets and abilities.
I understand that too well. Is there a possibility of? I'm sure that you have all. I just have first level spells in my spell books, so I'm pretty sure you don't need anything. So I really don't have anything to trade up for a second level spell. Okay, I'll come back when I'm wealthier.
We hope to see you again, sir. As you're walking away, you're kind of hearing him like talk to one of the other mages, going like, "Is he one of the? I think he is. He's pretty wealthy. Like, well, look at the cloak. He can't be."
Well, and that's the other thing I have to do. Before I get out of town, I have to buy a cloak.
That's right. Yeah, because they stole yours.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they stole Lorsan's cloak too, dang it.
Yep.
He needs a new one too.
How much? How much is a cloak? Cloak.
Did they take Lorsan's hat?
Yes. Yes.
No, they did not take the hat. They took the cloak.
Oh, they should have taken the hat. It was a fancy hat.
Cloak, 5 silver pieces. Okay, I'm gonna mark that off.
Well, 5 silver pieces if it's hooded.
Okay, well I do want it hooded.
All right, so Grimshaw,
Yes.
do you want to enter again?
Yes.
What rank are you shooting for this time?
Let's go for at least a ranked fight.
All right, so there are 3 ranks. Which one do you want to go for? 1, 2, or 3?
Let's go with 1.
All right. 5 copper for entry.
Here's the 5 copper. I think I have enough to cover a few more fights now.
How much are you betting?
That's about another silver.
I'm also gonna bet a silver on Grimshaw.
All right. You enter the ring, and you are looking at a human. Straight human.
Oh, they're making me beat up a child? Oh, what? Did you just get out of diapers?
Guy just kind of cracks his neck. Cracks his knuckles.
You know that's bad for you, right, you youngin? You're gonna end up like me.
Cry kind of laughs at that for a second. He's just like, I'm gonna enjoy kicking you off to the moon.
Listen, you're just giving me the target. I'm sorry they chose you to be a punching bag today.
And fight!
12.
Alright, so you both hit each other.
Alright, here we go.
He deals 2 points of bludgeoning damage against you.
Oh no. 2 points. 23. Oh no. 8 points of bludgeoning damage back. Chelang accept.
Where exactly do you punch him?
I don't know. How'd he punch? Did he punch me or did he kick me?
He kicked you.
I hit him in the knee that kicked me.
So the crowd hears the crunching of bones.
I go, woo!
So I imagine
Stand.
like he kicks you, and then as he's pulling back his leg, you grab it and then just.
Yep.
Done.
Yep.
You hear him.
Say about getting me to the moon now.
Let me make a check real quick.
Brother,
He's
he's not standing. I know that much for certain.
Oh no, he definitely fell to the ground. He's screaming.
Brother, what was that about kicking me to the moon?
He goes, okay, so he looks at you up at you, growl, and says, "My mistake. I meant to say I was going to bury you." Grabs your head and slams you against the ground with a nat 20.
Fantastic. Can I make a counterattack as I'm going down?
You're receiving 5 points of damage on the way down, but yeah.
I'm just gonna put my arm out and just fucking go right down on his neck.
Oh.
Roll a d20 with a -6.
Where's my good one? Where's my one that rolls high? This one. That's I can't see where that went. 11.
11.
11.
Where do you hit him on the... You grabbed his neck, right?
No, I didn't grab his neck. As he's bringing my head down to him, I just put my arm out and just cross-check him on his neck.
Okay, so essentially what happens is you pull him down with you and you both get knocked into the ground.
Well, he's effectively on the ground.
Well, no, I know, but like you knock his head into the ground, like with force. So he's unconscious. You get up a little bit dizzy, but pretty good, which is good.
Yeah.
But don't forget, you did collectively you did get 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and that's not going away.
Not until I go see someone about it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Do we want to do Lorsan's fight before the break? Or
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Lorsan, are you doing a rig? Oh, hold on. Grimshaw,
Yes.
you got your silver back, but you also got 8 copper back.
Fantastic.
Lorsan, you got 8 copper.
Cool.
I also got the 5 copper from before.
Lorsan, are you doing a ranked fight as well?
Yes.
All right.
Let's
Ranked
go with-
one. Rank 1 has been replaced with Grimshaw.
Go rank 2. Just go right to rank 2.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. I mean, that was my idea first, but then I heard that you replaced rank 1, and I was like, no, I'll just go with rank 2.
All right. How much are you putting down for yourself?
Let's do a silver again.
All right. You step into the ring, as does another half-orc.
Okay. It's gonna be interesting.
Hey, going page 5. Smart.
Roll attack.
Alright, so, well, is it possible, for me to dash towards them and to try and grapple them?
You can roll to grapple, yeah.
Okay. I have a +2 to grapple people. Oh, I got a natural 20.
Oh no!
You blindsided with your speed as you essentially tackle him. Like, how do you want to grapple him? Exactly how are you doing that?
Hold him like a pretzel.
I don't think I'll be able to do that.
Hold on.
You're both of the same species, meaning you're roughly the same size, and you got a nat 20 and you're a skilled monk.
Can I go behind them and grapple him from behind?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do that.
Oh my god, give him a suplex.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Suplex
do you have like your arms around his body? Did you grab his arms and are holding it back, twisted up like that? Like, how are you grabbing him from behind?
Let's go with the second option that you said.
Okay. What do you do from there?
Okay, so what position am I holding him in?
Well, like you said, you're
Yeah.
behind him and you have his arms
Okay.
twisted up as you're holding the arms up.
Just lift him off the ground, if you can.
Am I strong enough to do that? Can I lift him off the ground?
Roll strength check.
Check, okay.
What'd you roll? Oh no!
You're too heavy, dang it.
He's a very smart individual. He's not a dum-dum. So as soon as he feels himself being lifted up, he kicks you from behind, breaking loose from your grasp.
Alright.
For 2 points of damage from the kick. to your shin.
My knees!
All right, next round.
Right. Do I roll a d20 again?
Yep.
Alright. 13.
Yeah, that hits.
I would like to sock him in the gut with my fist.
All right, roll damage.
Two.
You said 2?
Yep.
And that's plus strength or without the strength?
Plus. So I got a 1, so plus 1 damage.
Gotcha. All right, so 2 points of damage to him. If you were a normal person, you would have almost dodged it. You would have barely dodged it, but you dodged quick enough. But even then, you're still surprised that he managed to react as quickly as he did.
Is he punching me or cooking me?
Well, he was punching at you. He was swinging
Okay.
a punch. Next round.
Then,
Oh,
well, I mean, so I dodge his punch, right?
yep.
Okay, so can I grab his arm and just twist it?
Roll grapple. This is what I like to tell my players, everyone. Just because you have a limited number of attacks per round does not mean you can do other shit in the middle of it.
Well, I rolled an 18.
You grapple him?
So... Okay. Can I try and break his arm?
Yeah, you can. Roll to hit.
Okay. That's a 5.
There will not be a lot of broken bones this day. This war
That's okay.
fight-
That's okay. He failed a strength check to break out of it. In fact, hold on.
He assisted in breaking his own arm.
No, but essentially he put himself in a horrible position where, if you want to, Lorsan, you could vault him over your body and slam him against the ground.
Okay, I'll do that.
He receives 2 points of damage.
Cool.
You can attempt to make another breaking of his arm, but this time with your leg.
He's on the ground currently, right?
Yep.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do that.
Roll to hit. With a plus
19.
4. Oh, jeez, you don't need that.
Oh, yeah, no, you don't need the +4 on a 19.
Hold on, so let me calculate this.
There is now a loud crunching of bones again.
Again.
Yep.
I'm starting to think that we probably shouldn't have gone to this fight. We are
know,
injuring a lot of good workers.
We're releasing our stress, okay?
On the poor townsfolk who could be working for us.
Hey, you know what? It's their choice.
This poor man's never gonna walk again after what I did to his leg.
Alright. Yeah, no, he's in too much pain to make a counterattack against you, so you have another opportunity to do something.
Break his other arm.
Can I just knock him out?
Yeah, roll.
Okay. Let's see. 9.
So you're about to kick into his face when you essentially get hit in the face by something with wings, and it distracts you long enough to cause you to actually trip and fall onto the ground.
Pigeons.
Roll a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. That is a 5.
Nope, never mind.
It was a
Do
pigeon.
Did we see it?
Grimshaw, you didn't see anything.
Just saw him eat the ground suddenly.
Like, if you want, you can roll an intelligence check, but
Like, all I'm doing is watching the fight, and I just watched him eat the ground, so I want to see if I actually see anything good from it, but let's see it. But 11. I probably don't see anything.
No.
Pigeons!
All right.
Damn pigs.
Guy's back up on his feet.
Okay. Am I still on the ground?
No, you both got up at the same time. I'm just letting you know he got over his broken arm pretty quickly.
Really,
All
this
right.
arm's probably just dislocated. It's not actually broken.
Can I try to hit him just under the chin with my fist?
You can attempt. You said under the chin?
Yep.
Jostle the brain a little bit.
12.
He essentially shifts his body so you hit his broken arm instead.
Ow!
Okay. Distraction.
Ow!
And with a nat 20, as you punch his arm, uses that momentum to spin and kick you in the face.
Okay.
For 5 points of damage.
Alright.
Yeah, Grimshaw, there's a proper fight this time.
Yeah, it's not just a one and done. I'm interested. Grimshaw's just like. I wish I
Lorsan,
fought this
you the monk have just been outkicked by someone who used their freaking broken arm as a shield.
That had to hurt.
It did.
A lot.
It did,
Probably.
yes, but at the same time, they want to win this fight, and if they can, if they can reduce getting any more damage to their freaking body, except for the place that's already unusable, they're gonna keep going.
I don't think that poor guy understood what he got himself into when he fought me. Just immediate breaking of legs.
Your turn, Lorsan.
Okay.
How much health do you have, by the way? Or
I
remaining?
have 5.
5 HP
five.
left? Alright.
Yep.
This will be interesting.
Grimshaw has 15.
Can I cast Mirror Image?
In a fight club?
In a fight club, in a world where magic is not taken very fondly. Even if you chose to cast a spell, it's going to take you at minimum 6 seconds. And that gives him an opportunity to rush in and attack. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, never mind then. Can I sweep my feet at his legs and try to trip him up?
Roll to hit.
It fell on the ground.
My bones! Somebody
I'm
drop
gonna
my bones.
reroll. I'm
Alright.
gonna reroll if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is a 17.
You knock him to the ground.
Cool.
Back on the ground he goes.
Can I?
2 points of damage as he lands on his arm.
Can I try to break his other arm?
Roll to hit.
Okay,
This poor guy.
that's a 14.
Oh. Look, I don't think this fight club was ready for us.
He's out. He's calling it.
Okay.
I do not think they were ready for us at all.
You both get both get your silver back and another silver back.
Nice.
The owner kind of goes over to you guys and says, "So kindly stop breaking everyone's arms."
Hey. I didn't do it on purpose.
I did it on purpose.
Stop it! Stop doing it on purpose. It is bad for business.
No, it's not bad for business.
Broken arms
it's
can
bad
kill.
It's bad for your fighters. It's
It's
good
bad.
for business.
No, he's like, no. It's bad for business because unless you're going to stay here and take their place for the rest of the day, they're my moneymakers today. And you just put 2 out of them out of commission.
I'm about to put a third.
Alright, before we continue any further, we're already 15 minutes past the normal break, so we're going to go ahead and pause here.
Alright.
And we'll
Back in 15 minutes.
come back in 15 minutes,
This
yeah.
Fight ring just got destroyed.
We'll see you guys in 15 minutes.
Okay, no.
Trail of the
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the bones of an Englishman.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. Crossbone swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-o-hum. No rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun. No rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Salt on my tongue from the spray of the sea. Drunk on the sun beating down on me. Bound for a treasure that's never been seen, where dead men lay their bones. Blood on my hands from the pull of the rope. No wind in our sails, so we have to row. And it's heave ho to the locker you'll go, where dead men lay their bones. Where dead men lay their bones. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Crossbone swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-o-hum. No rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun. No rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Shapes in the shadows wanna swallow us whole. The roar of the kraken tries to pull us below. So it's heave ho to the locker we'll go, where dead men lay their bones. Captain Jack throws another one back. He finishes a bottle while we're breaking our backs. So it's I cap until we give him the sack, where dead men lay their bones. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Crossbone swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-o-hum. No rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun. No rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Way, hey, and up he rises. Way, hey, and up he rises. Way, hey, and up he rises. Swords and a bottle of rum. Levi-o-hum. No rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. From the dawning of the day to the drowning of the sun. No rest for the lily-livered pirate scum. Hoist the Jolly Roger!
as decay is closing in, and the kiss of deadly silence has been placed upon my skin. For the code we're bound to follow, you have led my last crusade. Now we're swallowed by the city as it fades. I will shield you from the darkness when the walls around us quake. I will hold back all the monsters until my bones begin to break. And when I've lost, I'll have to leave you, and the tears that fall like rain. If I'm taken by the shadows, I will spare you from the pain. Requiem for sunlight, hide away now from the dark. To me the anger deep is calling, tearing me apart. Somehow the whispers do command me when the abyss has taken hold. Now carry on in glory when I grow cold. I will shield you from the darkness when the walls around us quake. I will hold back all the monsters until my bones begin to break. And when I've lost, I'll have to leave you, and the tears will fall like rain. If I'm taken by the shadows, I will spare you from the pain. Foolishly I let the darkness creeping. In this restless room my soul is bleeding. I confess to you that dark has taken me prisoner. I am corrupt beyond any rescue. I've forsaken my vow to protect you. Oh, when these horrors face the father of the sinister. If the fight's over, I will sacrifice my mind, just to know you'll still be breathing when the years have been unkind. So continue on without me, guide my body and my flame. Keep a watch over the wasteland when the world forgets my name. I will shield you from the darkness when the walls around us quake. I will hold back all the monsters until my bones begin to break. And when I've lost, I'll have to leave you, and the tears will fall like rain. If I'm taken by the shadows, I will spare you from the pain.
Welcome back,
I don't think
everyone.
we have beats.
Hey. I'm gonna do this now. Grimshaw almost feels bad.
All right, so Lorsan just went, so it's Grimshaw's turn. Grimshaw.
Grimshaw, in lieu of fighting, he's gonna walk up to the owner of said fight club.
Mm-hmm.
And go, hey buddy, how about in lieu of breaking your last two combatants here, can we get some information instead? If you have any.
The only reason he looks like he's considering this is because he doesn't want to see more of his men just broken.
That's why That's why Grimshaw worded it like this.
So he's just like, what kind of information are you looking for?
I'm looking for a person, a girl wearing a red scarf. Bandit.
I don't know it. Bandit? Bandits would never be allowed in here.
Have you heard anything about her?
No.
Any information about her whatsoever? I already know that she's been estranged from her bandit group. She's flying solo right now. I'm trying to find out where she is.
No, I don't know anything about that, man.
Batman.
No. I don't know anything about that man.
Alright. If you hear anything, let me be the first to know.
It's like, okay. Sure.
I won't mess up any of your people today. I promise. Do you know anyone who could know this? Aside from a few kindly men I've met down the road.
I don't know. I guess speak to the huntsman in the hunter's lodge.
Thank you. Alright. So I'm gonna go over to Lorsan. I go, Lorsan, first
Yep.
off, you look like shit.
So does the other guy.
You're not wrong. But
Speaking of which, you guys look over. You see a man wearing a bird-like mask as he's treating the guy's wounds. That looks very familiar to the doctor that was on the ship with you guys.
Plague doctor. Doctor. How are you today?
Are you approaching him?
I am gonna approach him.
All right.
Yeah, I'll follow.
He sees you and says, "Ah, I see your injury has healed up nicely."
It has, thanks to your fine work.
Gives a nod.
How are you? I see we've sent more than a fair few people to you for work.
Indeed, you have.
Business is booming, isn't it?
Business is booming wherever I go.
Ah, you're an underground man yourself.
No. He says straight up, just like, wherever he goes, there's always going to be someone with an injury, someone with a illness, someone with a disease, someone with something. There's always something for him to do.
I guess that's fair. So, brother, I gotta ask you. Can you patch up my butt here? He took a beating in the last bout.
He just kind of looks at you and says, "I'm aware."
I know you probably were watching it.
Indeed.
So how much did it cost to get him and me patched up real quick?
Silver piece per person.
I hand him 2 silver pieces. You patch us both up.
Alright, you both are healed for 4 points of damage as he works, as he applies medical treatment to your wounds, bandages you up, and that kind of stuff. Once he's finished, he tells you to make sure to lay down and rest fully for the rest of it.
How long?
As I mentioned before, without magic or any kind of powers like that, essentially 1 full day of nothing but bedridden rest gets you 1 point of HP back.
That is a lot of bedridden rest.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 days of just laying in bed? for a couple cuts and scrapes. Maybe a head
Cuts,
contusion?
cuts, scrapes. But also, you know, I don't know, severe injury and bruising.
That stuff.
Lacerations.
Yeah, I get you. I'm not gonna argue that one. All right, works for me. So I think I'm gonna leave the Fight Club because I really don't want to ruin any more lives today.
Yeah, I don't have enough health to take on.
Is he?
person, so-
Which guy is he working on right now?
Oh, he's working on the one Lorsan beat up.
Did he work on the guy's leg already?
Yeah, you can see it splinted up.
Is the guy whose leg I broke awake right now? Or
No,
is he
they're
still-
unconscious. They're straight unconscious.
Should I send him a bouquet of roses? I'm sorry, boss.
You hear a random person going like, "Good luck finding roses out here."
You know, you're probably right.
This is not America where we could just reach for any continent, grab it, and then pull it back.
We should be. We'll work on it, alright? Alright.
Can I try and perform healing on myself to see if I can patch myself up some more?
That wouldn't do anything else. The proficiency of healing applies to wounds that have just been put on you. So you'd essentially be treating the same things that the doctor had been treating.
Ah, never mind then.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, yeah, so I think I'm gonna go out, head towards the Huntsman's Lodge. As I'm leaving, I'm gonna start informing Lorsan as we get farther and farther out of earshot of the fight ring of why I'm looking for this person.
Oh, the bounty?
Yes.
While you're doing
Well,
that...
we know her name.
We do not know her name.
No, you do.
Name.
Do you remember the woman you guys were traveling with last session?
Oh, yeah.
Sieldre Malor.
Gotta find where she was. Where was she heading? Do you know?
She was headed south.
Toward the coast.
Then we should probably head that way.
Troxal,
I don't think.
what are you doing?
I guess I'll head up to where the joust is and see if I'm in time for the joust.
All right.
By the way, Grimshaw never got her name.
No, he did not. But Lorsan has it, so.
Alright, I guess Lorsan will tell Grimshaw her name. Since he knows that he's looking for her, sir.
Yeah.
So.
So Troxal, you're a little bit late, but for the most part, you're there. The Lord welcomes you over to his table so you can sit and watch the tournament with him.
Okay.
Jousting.
Well, before the jousting comes a couple of games that the knights all participate in before the actual combatant goes on.
Yeah, the horse games that they do at every Renaissance fair.
See, now I'm sitting here going, okay, you two got fired. I'm trying to think of how to get the group back together.
Yeah.
Well, the group was together before there was an offer of hiring. I don't know necessarily that was a
Group was not
breaking up,
together.
but anyhow.
It wasn't together. The only reason you guys got together was because you were hiring them.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to decide how to fix this.
We're playing it like me and Lorsan are playing it like exactly what we would do. Like, no, we're going to get money. This guy snubbed us. We're going to get money.
I will say this. Troxal, as the tournament goes on, you do hear rumors of a dwarf and a half-orc that really, really beat down the guys in the fight pit.
Okay. I would suspect that they're people that I know.
They are war. We need two.
I'll mention to the Lord that I tried to get a holy symbol from Erzanara made, and I was unsuccessful at the jeweler, both in terms of time and income. And if he happens to have had in his collection a holy symbol, I really don't want a wooden one, but I'll take a wooden one if that's all I can get. If he has a wood or an iron or a silver holy symbol of Elzanara, I'd appreciate it.
He turns to you and says, well, we don't have anything of Elzanara, but you do know that the a holy symbol needs to be blessed by a cleric to be effective, yes?
That's not my purpose for it. I'll get one from a temple of Azamara.
As you wish. As you wish. Alright, so, given that you're not actually participating in the jousting tournament yourself, and there's no betting here, it goes on pretty there's a couple of interesting turns. There's a little back and forth fighting. Gets pretty exciting near the end, but eventually you have a victor. He gets his reward. He's showered in praise and all that kind of stuff.
The normal jousting shenanigans.
Pretty much, yeah. And the thing is, with jousting, you have knights from all over the realms. So anyone who hears of this place and is interested in joining it and watching, or interested in joining and showing their valor, they can join in and do that. So.
Okay. I guess since I was invited, I guess I'll go over and have dinner with him, and then I'll go back to the Bouncing Gold Tavern after dinner.
Let me ask you guys, are you guys going to be there at the tavern?
That is a good question.
Well, it depends on how late it is.
Because I feel like we'd spend at least Grimshaw would spend a lot of time gathering as much information about what's her face.
You wouldn't have gotten much information about her at all, if we're being honest.
I know, but at least I know she was headed south towards the coast, so I can head south towards the coast now. Come morning. Assuming that there's no train in the vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
What Lorsan decides to do is Lorsan's business.
And to answer your question, Tia, it is nearly evening, so it'll be about time everything starts winding down.
Well, Grimshaw, you said you're heading south in the morning?
Yeah, I'll be heading south to try and see if we can catch up to, what's her name?
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about our previous benefactor. He's got plenty of foot soldiers to help him.
I'll probably join you, but I think for now, since this evening, we've already done all the searching we can, right? For the lady?
Yeah.
We should probably head back to the tavern.
Yeah, let's go drink a little bit of the night away. Drinking the night away. Drinking the night away.
All right, so Troxal, you find the two there when you get to the tavern.
Okay. I'll explain that I heard of a dwarf and half-orc causing problems in the fights. I assumed it was you guys. You made a name for yourselves.
You can say that.
Maybe not name, but people are aware of what happened.
That poor man's leg. I've crunched a lot of bones in my life, but that one I almost felt bad.
Keyword there, almost.
And then I'll explain what's happening, tell them what I'm doing. I'll ask what they're doing.
Clearly, you don't need our help.
Oh no.
You've got plenty of men. You told us you don't need us anymore.
That's true.
Why would it matter what we're doing? Before it was benefactor and worker. Now it's what?
Well, I thought we were going out adventuring, but if you choose not to do that, that's fine.
Okay, what do you mean by adventuring? You have to define that.
When you go and look at ruins, occasionally you find treasure. There was treasure at the, at least some treasure at the, what do you call it? At the castle. At the Castle Mentis.
Yeah. And what's to stop that from us splitting it 50-50 as opposed to 33 all?
Not a thing.
Well, he currently has the ring.
Yeah, he currently has the ring, but he can't use the ring. Two.
I will tell you that from my identify spell and the fact that it has an evil, at least one evil function to it, that the ring is either evil in itself, causing the plague, and or it's cursed.
Grimshaw, just to double check, you do remember what the ring looks like, right?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking.
It's made of a dark metal. Tell you what.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm going to bed. Do you guys need healing before I go?
Well, Grimshaw was saying something.
How much you want for that ring right now?
I'll sell it to you for 5 platinum pieces.
Brother.
But you need to be very careful with it, because
5 platinum pieces for such a trinket like that? I'd be doing you a favor by taking it off your hands.
well, my problem is not giving it to you. My problem is what you're going to do with it. You have to value it. If I give it to you for free, then you won't care for it.
Brother, whose hands is it safer in? A magic user, who it can slowly corrupt, or a dwarf, who already hates magic to the high ends?
I would suspect that you're probably going to
Destroy it somehow. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going
I don't
to
think so. I offered you to hit it with your hammer, and you refused. I think you're going to sell it. Everybody is interested in it, including the lord of the town.
No, he didn't.
Well, I don't think
Whoa. So, hold on. No one has actually mentioned the ring, especially to you, Troxal.
They haven't mentioned the ring, but what they've mentioned is they're looking for some causation.
Well, yeah, okay. The Lord's looking for causation because he's in charge of this land. If there's something going on with his land, he wants to know why that is.
Well, the implication was after I told them that we had solved it by eliminating the undead, there was still the additional question of the causation.
Yeah, because he's never heard of an undead causing a plague like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a very unique thing.
You're gonna get questions about that. It has nothing to do with the ring.
I'm offering you a way to get rid of it. I'll give you 2 platinum right now for the ring. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna search for a way to destroy it.
Yeah, hitting it with a hammer is not gonna do anything to this
Hitting
thing.
it with a hammer is gonna break my hammer.
How do you know?
Because it's
You haven't
magic
tried.
based.
Because it's evil.
It's an evil magic ring.
Why don't we take it to the blacksmith, have him put it in the fire?
You need something stronger than a blacksmith's flame for this stuff.
Only if it's an artifact. Do you think this is an artifact?
I'm 100% certain it's an artifact.
I mean,
Well, then an artifact is far worth
zombies.
more than 5 platinum pieces.
And you're gonna sell it yourself?
Of course not.
Then why does it matter? I'm looking for a way to
In
destroy it. Isn't that what you want?
Worst case for me, the worst case for me is that when I take a boat to leave this island, I'm going to drop it off into the sea. So it's not a matter of destroying it, it's a matter of making it unfunctional for anybody else. My only risk for dumping it into the sea is when it was dumped into water, it poisoned the water. I'm not sure that it's going to poison the sea.
It's gonna.
So I'm probably not going to do that, but I am going to get rid of it.
The
Somewhat.
only surefire way to get rid of it is to destroy it. I'm offering you to take it off your hands to destroy it. And I'm even giving you money so I can go destroy it. You hear the words coming out of my mouth.
I'm not sure that I believe the words coming out of your mouth.
All right, brother, how about this? I can give you 2 options here. You give me the ring now, you take the 2 platinum, or I come into your room late at night tonight, take your knees, take your head, take the ring, and get the fuck out.
I
know.
I would like.
Okay,
I would like you to do that because in the process of doing that, you're going to take the risk of going insane. You want to take that risk?
Yes.
So, Lorsan, you're noticing that there are other people looking at your table now, including the bartender.
I mean, people look at me all the time.
No. They're looking at your table because of of what he just said.
Maybe we should take this upstairs to our room.
Oh no, I wasn't saying it loud. I would never threaten.
You just did say that.
Yeah, you just did. It's an in-character conversation. You just said that to him.
I did say it to him, but you wouldn't have that kind of outburst loudly, especially if you were serious about said outburst. There'd be a couple people looking at us. Yes, but the bartender probably wouldn't hear us unless we were sitting at the bar.
That's a fair point. Bartender's not looking at you, but there's a couple of people who are looking your way.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You give me 3 platinum pieces. I'll give you the ring, and then we go on our separate ways.
I have 1 platinum.
Grimshaw has more than 5 platinum.
How do you know? How do you know exactly how much money I have?
I don't know.
Then how'd you know that I had 5 platinum on me? You are metagaming.
I actually think you have more than 5 platinum.
I do not. I can't tell you exactly how much I have. Because that would be metagaming for you.
I will.
I'm sitting here and offering you 2 right now.
3 and we go our separate ways. And you get an artifact.
That I have full plans to destroy.
I don't think so.
Well,
It is 3, and we never speak of this again.
Correct.
Alright, I hand. Give me the ring.
I give him the ring.
I lay
You
three.
give him the ring, you leave 3 platinum with him.
Yep.
Okay.
There are crying.
I'm going to bed. Do you guys need healing or not?
No, we're fine.
Do you have any psionic points left to heal with?
Of course, I get psionic points back by resting. When I sit and watch the joust, I get
That's
psionic
fair.
points back.
That's fair.
Train. Remember that train I was talking about earlier?
Lorsan, do you need any healing?
I would.
Careful, that man charges an arm and a leg, and I'm not sure.
I've never charged you for healing.
6 points? No, wait.
You can only heal
Yeah,
up to a
it's fine.
certain amount right now.
I can heal up to 9 hit points. I'm
Okay,
third level.
I just need 6.
I'll give you 6 hit points. And then I'm
Thank
going to
you.
bed.
Let's find a different place.
Grimshaw. As you're getting up, you notice the guy in the corner that you were talking to earlier, the one you're giving you information.
Yeah.
He's giving you a nod towards the door as he's heading out.
Yeah. Me and him are going.
Are you following Grimshaw, Lorsan, or are you staying around?
I'm gonna follow Grimshaw.
Alright. He meets you guys in one of the alleyways.
Alright.
I heard a lot
I'm
of
gonna
talk
keep
about
an eye
it.
and ear out.
For who?
Not a neat.
For who, Lorsan?
Just to make sure we're not snuck up on behind.
So
from
keeping
behind.
watch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Grimshaw.
Yes.
The guy goes, couldn't help but overhear you guys talking about a ring?
Yes. A ring. Funny that. When you said a ring of dark metal, it did strike a chord with me because I knew about it, but I had to make sure. You're talking about a group of fellows looking for a unique artifact. Did they ever mention to you that it was an evil ring that probably should be destroyed?
So number one, I never said anything about an artifact.
You're right. But it is an artifact. It's quite obvious it's an artifact. And an evil one at that.
And what difference does it make to you if you sell this or not?
No, it has every instance of whether this makes me want to sell it or not. I would rather see this. I would rather know who I'm selling to first. I would rather know I need to know the clientele at this point.
The clientele's on the mainland.
Then I'll meet them on the mainland.
All right.
I'm sorry. This is one of those. I do it in person. I need to know who I'm talking to.
That's totally fair. I just need some kind of guarantee that I'm going to get some kind of cut from this.
And what's your cut normally on this?
He's just like, I don't know. It's usually a small portion, but given the amount of gold they're willing to pay for this thing, I don't know.
What were they offering you?
He tells you they're offering at minimum 1,000 gold
1,000 gold.
for anyone who could find it.
Well, tell them we found it, and now I want my 1,000 gold. They didn't say anything about returning it to them.
No,
Found it, it's in.
He's like, no, they wanted it to be brought to them. So I will send you to their. He's like, I can send you to where they are. So.
Tell you what, I will make sure you get your money. You've been good to me thus far. And
Well-
I see us brokering several deals together as long as you and me stay informants as I come back.
Roll a charisma check.
31.
You beat him by 1. Alright, so he likes the sound of that. Let's see, let me pull up the map.
We are fully just... I am fully just gonna make a network at this point. I get the feeling like we're just gonna have like an underground frickin' conglomeration of just info brokerage.
What's his name?
You don't deal in names. What's he go by?
Sure.
It's like dealing with the Fae. What's he go by? What's his sign? Me and him never traded names. We
Yeah.
probably never will.
Let's see here. So he tells you that you can find them in a couple of places in the mainland, but he would say that your best bet is to go further inland. So like not at the coast, but go further west once you reach the mainland. He says there might be 1 or 2 in the surrounding area, so just keep an eye out for them. But let's see here. One second. Sorry, I had to look up something else real quick. Where is it?
I did not think we were going to split the party at level 3. I'm going to be completely honest here.
I didn't either.
But I thought Top knew that Grimshaw was money oriented 100%.
Okay, so he tells you when you're looking for them, what you need to do is either bring up a ring in the conversation and see how, and try to read their language to see if they are picking up what you're putting down, or what you can do is essentially touch the forehead and then between the shoulder blades.
So, forehead, base of the
Between-
collars.
Yeah, between the shoulder blades. As you're greeting them or before you're greeting them.
Gotcha. Do I have any idea what they look like, or are they all street clothes?
He tells you that he has no idea.
Gotcha. It's worth a shot. Alright. Well, that's weird. That they'd have a secret handshake is a little bit more concerning, but we're gonna go deal with these people. Hopefully they know how to destroy this little ring.
Well, if they're that secretive, could be someone from the black market.
Could be. But this man here is probably from the black market as well.
True.
And me and him have a good conversation. He's a good guy. But we're gonna help make each other rich. So tell you what, Lorsan.
Yep.
Let's go find another inn to stay at. And we can set out from there. So, is there another inn in the city?
Yeah, there are inns in the city. Hold on a second. Well, first of all, this isn't an inn. This is a tavern. He would have to go to a different building for to sleep in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's something people tend to forget. Tavern is not an inn. It is specifically. It's like basically a bar. That's basically what it is. Social gathering for food and drink. And then you would go to like the hotel to sleep in. It's the same thing. You go to the tavern for social stuff, and then the inn for sleeping.
Okay, well in that case I would have gone back to the
Lord's Manor.
to the Portwell house and slept there.
Yeah. See here. Ugh. The most accessible to you guys is the Tipsy Troll Inn. But there's also the Merry Minstrel Inn.
We're men. We're men in tights.
Tights.
Roam around the forest looking for fights.
We can't sing this anymore. Cause you're gonna silence us tomorrow. Alright, on that note, when you say accessible, do you mean that the doors don't lock as well?
No, I mean it's the cheapest.
And how much is the Merry Minstrel a night?
The Merry Minstrel is about a silver.
I'll fork the silver.
Yeah, I have a silver. I can pay that too.
Yeah, we have plenty.
Oh.
All right, you guys enjoy a very wealthy, nice, comfy place. Are you like sharing rooms, or are you getting your own rooms?
We could probably just share a room. I think I trust Lorsan enough to share a room at this point. Lorsan's been useful.
Oh.
Lorsan's been useful to Grimshaw. He hasn't broken a deal yet.
All right, so everyone turns in for the night.
Wake up and everything's on fire.
I'm still trying to figure out how we're gonna get the group back together.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't know. I think it might.
Well, I'm leaving tomorrow morning. When I get up, I'm going to the ruin, and you guys are going south and going across to the mainland.
We're not going to the mainland just yet. We said when we go to the mainland. We didn't say we're going just yet.
They're currently looking for the female bandit you guys met.
Got it.
But again, he's right. You guys do have two separate goals. You have no motivation to join up with him because he's not paying you anymore.
He has no motivation to join up with me because I literally just threatened him with his life.
That and
I didn't take it seriously, actually.
I mean, I think that all three of us have motivation to go to the mainland anyway.
Yeah, we'll all probably meet on the boat to the mainland. Whether we will be bad blood or not is irrelevant. You're elephants.
Well, I have not only this ruin to go to, which I'm going back to, but I have other ruins to go to. So I'm not going to the mainland for any time soon. And the other point is that it's very, very difficult to have a party with such diverse alignments in it. And the other point was just, if you want to talk about meta role-playing, you're planning to sell it for 1,000 gold pieces. In this game, 1,000 gold pieces is really nothing. I tried to have a holy symbol made, and it was going to be made out of silver, and it was going to be 50 gold pieces. Who
said anything about I was going to actually sell it?
Well, then why go to the mainland if you're not selling it?
He's investigating.
Oh, well.
There's a reason why these guys want it, and there's a reason why they're giving 100,000 gold pieces for this. You were asking for a very, very
1,000 gold pieces for it. They offered. But I didn't hear that. I don't know how much they're offering. But I thought that you were going to sell it as opposed to destroying it.
No, Grimshaw thoroughly sees this as an abhorrent object. He wants to destroy it.
Yeah, Lorsan has nothing to do with this thing.
But then why deal with people who want it, and you're going to walk away with that ring?
There are two mentalities Grimshaw has with this. A, I can destroy this ring before I go to try and meet these people, which means I would need something way stronger than a blacksmith's forge. I would need at least lava. If not the lava, it was probably created in a la Lord of the Rings.
This is not Lord of the Rings.
Mordor.
but that being said, you need something of sufficient heat and power to do enough damage to the ring over time that it would break it down. A blacksmith's fire does not have that capability. Lava does. That is Grimshaw's dead nut thinking. It's gone, the metal is evaporated, we're done with it. Assuming the enchantment isn't like a +9 on it.
I'm just glad you're carrying it as opposed to me. I think it's cursed.
Grimshaw's not going to wear it at all, so the curse shouldn't carry over.
Regardless, we still have the issue of how we're going to get the group back together again.
Yes. There is bad blood between the group right now, and it is fun.
Well,
I'm kind of concerned that we're not going to be able to get the group back together until we get our fourth person. Like that's my worst case scenario, most concerned bit.
Yeah, why don't you just play with Grimshaw and Tia till you get your fourth person, and then I'll pretend that I'm just going around and doing my ruin stuff, and see what I get from that.
I don't want to do that. That's why I'm trying so hard to get the group back together right now.
Yeah.
Again, when you had said that Grimshaw, I cut off their contract, that literally struck a chord with Grimshaw. He's like, this is why I don't deal with humans.
Well, I mean, all three of us don't like this thing, like the ring. We all want it gotten rid of in some way.
Yeah, but the whole reason Troxal cut the contract was because Grimshaw started more violence when he could have avoided it. Now, Troxal could have spoken to him and talked to him about that and asked him not to do that anymore instead of cutting the payment off entirely. But that was the whole reason. It's like Grimshaw said, there's bad blood between the two groups now.
As far as I'm concerned, I wasn't actually being protected as protecting them. I mean,
he put a pike to your neck. As a bodyguard, that is a threat of action. I took that as a threat of action. Ergo, I was not in the wrong. It was that poor Dragonborn's knees that were in the wrong.
Regardless of in-character arguments, we still have the issue of the group is currently separated. No one wants to join up with each other at this point. How do we fix it?
In-game events.
Well, why don't we let you think about that, Christian, and give us a note during the week but as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to do what I had originally agreed to with the Portwell guy, and I'm going to go and try and recover sage, Guvork sage, and explore that ruin. I'm not interested in chasing a bandit. I don't even know that that's an alternative in particular, but I'm just not interested in that.
Don't worry about me typing. Keep going with the story. I'm fixing the problem, don't worry about it.
And actually, in terms of when talking about a fourth person, the key to the fourth person is the alignment too.
I know, that's why I'm convinced that they're going to be.
And the other thing is that.
That's why I'm good. Are you? I think you froze up.
He did freeze up.
No, I didn't freeze up. I was just thinking.
Okay.
It's also the class that the other person's going to play.
That's why I think this person's going to be. They're going to be the one who stick everyone together.
Yeah.
What the
fourth
paladin?
person? No. We mentioned this last week. We're with how long they've been going on without saying a single thing to me. After multiple attempts to try and reach out to them, I can't really do that much longer. So it's but there was someone else who was showing interest. He just got settled into his new place. He's like finalizing that, and he said that he contacted the place for work. So I'm waiting to hear back from him on that to see if he gets a job and if the hours allow him to play with us.
I mean, we can continue with the story. Don't mind me.
I'm trying to think of how to continue with the story. I can't.
No,
there's nothing to do. You get up in the morning and you're going your way, I'm going my way.
Just continue with the split story for right now.
All right.
I'm working on something that you could do later.
So get up in the morning, go pick up my 10 guys, and I assume we get there without any problem. And so
well, you can't assume that. You know this. You can't assume you get there with no problems.
Who's going to attack a group of soldiers? Bandits aren't going to do that.
A bigger group of bandits?
Bigger group of bandits, some monsters. Who knows what's going to happen?
Okay.
I'm the one who knows everything that's behind the scenes here.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's see here. All right, so once again, you hear a little bit of howling. At one point, you see like a house cat trotting on the path.
Okay.
Is it orange?
Let's see.
Yeah, what color's the cat?
I am invested in this cat. He is our fourth party member.
Grimshaw?
Yes. It's an orange cat, yes!
Yeah.
Where is he? I will run and find you. You are on the other couch, aren't you? I hate you.
here. At one point, there's a kind of like moment where like one of the guys is like, "Hey, have you seen Jerry? I'm over here, man." Oh, okay. But yeah, for the most part, you're just goes without issue.
Jerry.
Jerry.
They're walking. I'm on my horse, so I have a little bit better, if by 1 or 2 feet, a little bit better viewpoint in terms of percepting if anything's around.
Do you want to roll to see if you spot anything?
No, not unless I need to.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you pretty much arrived at the ruins.
Okay, I'll I'll march my party up towards the gate and address the people who were there. And
Well, before you do, the soldiers are gonna ask you, what is the plan here? Are we planning to subdue, to kill them? Like, what's the plan?
my plan is to have minimum casualties, and to have minimum casualties, I would like them to vacate the premises without bloodshed, and without them taking a person by the name of Govork Sage, who's a explorer. So I would like to give them the opportunity to flee. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to tell them that I have met your leadership back near the monument. I won't mention monument. I have met your leadership in its underground containment, and I'm still here. So I suggest that there were far more of them than there are of you, and I have soldiers from the Portwell house. So I suggest you vacate, but your choice.
Roll a charisma check.
100-sided, is that correct?
Yep, 1d100.
Oh, 09. I don't know if that's good or bad.
So like 9?
9.
9.
There isn't a response at first. You hear a lot of movement though. The soldiers are saying like, I don't like this. And then along the wall you see not 4 but 10 crossbowmen. Along from both sides of the walls, around the fort come 2 spearmen on both sides, and then the gate opens up, revealing the other 6 spearmen.
Okay, and then if you've had any contact with your headquarters, you know that that's not nearly enough.
There's like, listen, mate, we don't want to fight. You mentioned someone in particular?
Yes. Govork Sage. Can you send him out?
Do we know someone named Gugork? I don't know someone by that name.
He's allegedly exploring these runes.
Sir? One of the guards kind of leans into towards you and he's like, sir, it's Golvork.
Golvork Sage.
Oh, that bloody idiot!
Yes, the fork sage.
You see one of the crossbowmen just gonna like go, Golvork, you bastard! You said no one would come looking for you!
Send him out.
He's like, he's not in here, he's... Look, let's just call a truce between us, alright? There's a misunderstanding here.
Truce is acceptable.
you see an individual come along the not from the fortress. He's actually coming up from the forest you guys were just in.
Okay.
I'm sending the picture to the image channel right now, as well as pulling it up on the live stream. You see this man?
Huh.
Looks
He
like
is
an explorer.
He is about 4'11".
It's a dwarf.
He's got a backpack. He has various different equipment on him, and he sees you. And he's just like, "What? I'm sorry. What's going on over here? You bastard! Someone came looking for you. They came looking for me? Who would come looking for me?"
I'll introduce myself. Tell him that this is a group from the Portwell house.
I can see that. I can see the emblems. Yes.
Okay, so the question is, my interest is in knowledge and in these ruins.
Okay.
I have some writings that I've taken from prior ruins. First of all, I'll show them to you. Are you familiar with this language?
He doesn't look at it he's just looking at you like in stunned confusion, going like, "I swear I don't know this man. Then why is he looking for you?" "I don't know. He says he's interested in ruins. I guess that means they referenced me or something."
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just answer my questions and we can be done with this. Do you recognize the language?
Let me see it. Looks at language and he's like, it looks at the writing and all that kind of stuff. And he's like, "Out of curiosity, where did you get this?"
From the ruins outside of the castle.
Castle Mentis.
Yes, Castle Mentis.
That explains it. Yes, this is essentially the ancient common.
I'm sorry, the ancient what?
Ancient common. Common?
Okay. And can you read it?
I can reference. I have a book with the dictionary on it, so I could look over it. Why? What do you?
Okay. And then are these ruins these ruins have similar writings?
Yes. In fact, this place I was much more interested than that old castle.
And why is that?
Because the soldiers are just kind of like, I'm sorry. Are we still needed here? Are they in danger? No, he's not in danger. One of the bandits calls down. It's like, that idiot wanted to study these ruins, so we just had him start paying us money for every day. He swore no one was gonna come looking for him, and now here we are.
Okay.
Golvark, you better not let them into our fortress. I get it. There's bad blood. No worries about that.
So where were you, Golvark, when they called you?
Oh, I was over at the edge of the ruins.
Okay. I'll ask my group to come over with Golvark and have him show me those ruins just for general interest. Will Golvark accept that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Incidentally, my guys are going back tonight. Or tomorrow morning, do you want to go with them or go with us? Or do you want to stay at the ruins?
It's like, oh, I'm staying here.
Okay.
No way I'm leaving.
They
Okay.
feed me here.
So what's interesting about these ruins from a knowledge point of view?
Oh, there's so much. Where to begin? Have you studied these ruins at all yet? Or did you just come over
No,
looking
because
for
I
answers?
haven't been able to decipher the ancient common.
You don't need to read the language to be able to see the mystery of this place. I mean, just look, come over here. He leads you over to like one of the foundations, and he starts pointing out to you sections where you can see blackened stone. There's a couple of chips and cracks in the stone and all that kind of stuff. and he's referencing various battles that might have taken place here. He then brings you to another position and points to essentially what looks like just a divide between like what might have been a trench at one point, and points out that there are different signs that shows that this is a crack, probably from an earthquake or something like that. And he starts going down the list, pointing out plants that you have never seen before, and he explains no one else has really seen this thing before. He points out, he goes to certain areas and points out the lettering and runes and carvings and essentially the ancient common language. But then he brings you over to like the farthest point and leans you towards a stone tablet on the ground where you can see magic writing.
Okay.
Tells you, now I have not been able to decipher this because I can't read magic, and when the last time I tried I got a headache, but
I will take out my paper and writing instrument, and I will write down the symbols across from it, and tomorrow morning I will memorize read magic and read those symbols.
I definitely appreciate that, but there's one more thing I want to show you first.
Okay.
He leads you back to the fortress, and after a bit of haggling, he convinces them to let you and only you into the fortress. He leads you up to one of the taller towers, and once you're up there, he tells you, okay, now look around. What do you see?
Okay, I'll look around.
Roll an intelligence check.
What's that? Oh, intelligence check. Okay. Oh, not good. Only a 8.
All right, so you tell him you don't see anything. He's like, you don't see it? Look. If you look carefully, you'll see a little bit of the ruins over there. If you look in that direction, you see a little bit more over there. Hints of stone there. It's a giant
circle. So you're
circle.
saying this is the center of the ruins?
This is the center of the ruins, but it's a giant circle.
Oh.
If you go around the edge, you'll find that it keeps perfect diameter with the center. As long as you know what parts of the ruins are broken off from the main and thrown apart from weather or earthquakes or so forth. But it's a giant circle. Now you see that? He says, pointing out at essentially a tall monument with like kind of like a pyramid top on it. He's like, that's not the original, but that I suspect was what the original looked like when they built this place here. I think that was a conduit.
To another plane? Or to where?
No, not to another plane. Look, you're a spellcaster, right?
Yes.
Have you heard of ley lines?
Yes, I have.
I think that long ago, before the continents started to drift, this used to be the center point of a ley line. And they built this here to draw in the power.
Okay. We can try that out. Not now. I can try casting a spell and seeing if that spell's more powerful.
Oh, no. It won't work now. You don't understand. This place was built over 10,000 years ago. Like, it's ancient. This is from the first kingdom empire of the entire world. This is from the first era. The continents have drifted to such a degree that this is no longer the focal point of the ley lines. It doesn't even touch it, not even close. You're not going to be able to draw any more additional power from it. But once, in ancient times, this is what they used to draw in and harness that power.
Okay.
I'm studying this to see if we can learn how to do the same thing. That knowledge was lost ages ago.
I think that's a noble effort and a noble A noble career. Are you familiar with the
Sure,
god
let's go with
El Zinara?
A what?
God of knowledge.
Ah, yes, I've heard of them.
Okay. I think that's
Not my cup of tea.
yeah, not your cup of tea. Okay. So okay. So is there anything more? Can I sleep and then we'll do the read magic for tomorrow?
If you want to help, that'll be amazing. I'd love to have the help of a magic user. That's been what I've been need. That's what I've been lacking.
Okay. I guess I could send my men home and work with you for a while.
And they're just gonna look at each other, look at you, and go, "Well, thanks for the free money, I guess."
Yeah, that's fine. My goal for you is to everybody, you know, it's a 2-day walk for you, but you were paid for it. That's good. So what? So the next morning, I'll try the read magic. What does that say on this?
Well, we're gonna go ahead and pause there and go back to Grimshaw and Lorsan.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Hi.
How are you holding up there?
Died.
Yeah, internet
My
died.
internet died, but it's back.
The split party is phony.
All right, so you guys are essentially trying to track down the bandit, right?
Yes. And considering we are probably 3 or 4 days late, her trail is already cold.
Roll a tracking.
we know-
Roll a tracking proficiency.
That's a D20, right?
D20 lower roll.
Well, I was wondering if I can buy some ingredients for my spells first before we actually leave.
What
That's
did you
fine,
need? What items did you need to get?
I need, let's see, some mistletoe,
Oh, missiles.
eyelash, a piece of gum, and
Paperclip.
I would have been happy to sell you an eyelash from me before I left.
You don't need to
this
sell.
morning.
You don't need to buy eyelashes. You just pick one from your eye.
yeah, but I need some gum.
Yeah, the gum arabic you need to buy.
She just
Yeah,
needs.
that'd be just
No,
fine.
it's just actual. She just needs actually gum.
That kind of gum does not exist in this world.
It'd be funny if that was actually like a spell component, though.
And a bit of fleece, and that's it.
We're fleecing enough people as it is.
Well, the mistletoe you can find in the forest.
Okay.
The eyelash, obviously, you can get your hands on easily.
Yep.
You saw some sheep out in the outside the fort, outside the town. So you can either try and sneakily cut a little bit off of that, or try and buy just a piece of that off of them. The gum arabic, if you ask around, they tell you can find some at the Mages Guild Hall.
Alright. So, I guess the Mages Guild Hall to get that bit of the
Because not
gum, and they're leaving.
gum arabic is such a random thing that someone would want to buy. So anytime someone asks something like that, they're just like, "Oh, I assume that has something to do with that weird magic shit that happens over at the guild hall. So just go there." Reaching there, they're willing to sell you some gum arabic for 3 gold pieces.
3 gold.
Yep.
For this little bit of.
For a handful of gum arabic, yeah.
Hold on. That's all the gold I have.
Do you need a loan? I just like how you're like, no, no. You know
No, I'll just pay it. Cause it's for invisibility spell, so that's pretty useful. All right, yeah, I'll just hand the 3 gold over.
They thank you for your business, and
that's enough Gamma Rabic for many spells, I assume, indefinitely.
not indefinitely, no.
But at least like 10 or 12 spells. It's only a pinch that you're using every time you use the spell.
Well, anytime someone says a pinch, especially in the manuals, what it's talking about is just like grabbing as much as your fingers can grab and throwing it like that.
Yeah, that's
so that can actually
pinches.
that can be a pretty big amount actually. So it's more like 5 or 6 times that you can cast a spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get 5, right?
5 uses of it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Alright. Grimshaw, do you want to use the tracking proficiency?
I do want to use tracking proficiency because, you know, that has been endlessly useful for us recently. It didn't just save Lorsan's life, it could help us. Let's go. I got a 6.
Yep.
That's what I figured. We ain't finding shit right now. The trail is cold. Oh, I should have. Yeah, 1.5. It does say 1.5 plus 1 on it, but again, trail's real cold right now. So we know we gotta head south at least. So if we head south, we might be able to pick up her trail once we get further south. We know she's heading to the coast, so we could potentially find her down there.
Yeah. I guess we can look for any tracks or horse tracks while we're on the way.
She was on a horse?
She had a light
I
horse.
don't know.
Light horse.
Oh yeah, she did have a horse though.
Okay, light horse will be easier to track. But again, it's been what, like 3, 4, or 5 days since you guys split up from her?
Mm-hmm.
1 or 2.
1 or 2? Okay, that makes things a little bit easier. The trail's still cold, but her tracks would be the freshest. That being said, we're still just gonna head south, and then we'll try and pick up her trail once we get a little bit closer to the ocean.
All right. For the most part, your trip is pretty much uneventful. You spot some like deer every now and then, all kind of stuff. Eventually, the path that you're taking starts leading into like a pass between 2 large hills. So you can either try and climb the hills with your horse, or you can just stride right through there.
Might be better to climb the hill would take longer. But if she went over the hill, she'd still be up there. As we're closer to us, but if we go through the middle, there's gonna be something. I don't know. What do you think, Lorsan? Up and over, through the middle.
Do most of the tracks go through the middle? Like, are there evidence of any travelers passing by this area recently?
There are some faint tracks, yes.
Okay,
All
which
right.
direction do they go?
Again, $1 million question. Are there tracks coming from the ravine?
No. Not from. 2, not from.
That's concerning.
There's only 1 set of tracks right now.
The horse tracks? Going in that direction? We're gonna follow the ravine.
Yep.
We're gonna follow right where those tracks go.
Alright.
At that point, that's the only person we gotta follow. And she has to assume that no one's following her at this point.
One second. Alright. as you guys are traveling through this area, keeping an eye on the tracks and all that kind of stuff, I want you to roll me either an intelligence or wisdom check. Actually, Lorsan, roll me a wisdom, and then Grimshaw, roll me an intelligence.
I got a 12.
It's a 10 for wisdom.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna get jumped.
A few minutes later, you're getting closer to the end of the path, and your horses start getting a little bit nervous. Or your horse, because I don't think Grimshaw has one.
Grimshaw refuses to get on the four-legged beast.
Well, you see the four-legged beast getting nervous.
Alright, I'm gonna look around to see if I notice anything that's causing it.
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to roll 1-2 on that one because that would be like, alright, horses are scary to get on top of, but at the same time, they're wonderful creatures because they sense danger.
It's a 13.
13.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Lorsan, I want you to roll me a D20.
D20, okay.
Please roll high. No, oh, sorry, no,
Yeah.
not Lorsan. I'm sorry, Grimshaw.
What?
Grimshaw is
Oh.
the one. Yeah, roll me a D20 and
I got-
please roll high.
I got a 1, so...
Glad it wasn't you.
14.
Oh shoot. Oh, thank God. You barely met the save.
Fantastic. What did I save from? Petrification?
You spotted a large, brown-scaled, lizard-like creature. You see its nose first, and you feel a sudden dread before you see its face, and you immediately look away.
That's a basilisk.
You feel it
Would
hissing as it
Grimshaw
makes...
know the basilisk?
You feel it hissing as it's making its way towards you guys.
Oh, okay, we need to go. Wait,
Yeah, no, I just put my hand up like we go.
yeah.
Hopefully that you get the message, grab me and drag me up on the horse.
Alright.
Well, does Lorsan look at what it is?
Well, what... Well,
No. She looks
You
at
don't
me
know?
and
Like, you didn't
no,
say...
I
You
just
didn't...
say, I say we leave.
Okay.
we leave now.
Yeah, no. If I'm afraid, you should be afraid. I don't listen, I don't deal with that. I break stone, I don't turn into it.
Okay, question.
Answer.
Because Dorian, which is Lorsan's horse, is old, does that mean that his movement speed will be slower?
It will be slower with him on it, yeah.
Okay.
Should still be able to outpace a basilisk, though.
Yeah, definitely. Basilisks have 8 legs. Wait, 6 or 8, one of the two.
6.
So, 6, yeah.
They're not spiders, they have 6 legs. But they're not
Alright.
fast. They're great climbers, they're not
They're
fast.
they're essentially tanks.
Yeah. The second you said that, that's a moment you run away from.
Alright. So I'm going to use my riding proficiency to get him to sprint.
All right, go ahead. All right, you guys get out of the area pretty quickly.
Okay, we need to go over now. Because there's no way we're getting past that basilisk. I'm not. Listen, you can laugh all you want. I am smarter than that. That thing would have pushed it in.
And that's why I had that as a possible encounter. I know you guys are smart enough to avoid this kind of thing.
Like, I would listen, if we were one level higher and we didn't do the fight pit before, I would have ascertained the idea of just trying to
I would suggest getting the blind fighting proficiency first, but...
Yes, that's why I said one more level, because next level I think we get feats. That's actually one of the feats I was going for next.
Proficiency, but yeah. Yeah, no, whenever I make the encounter tables, I always consider what creatures would be in the area, and then make the list of that no matter what their level of difficulty is. Because, like, you remember the Tavern of Daynu, that was to teach people, be careful because some monsters you cannot defeat.
Not that low level. High level we could have.
Well, that creature, yeah, but even at high level, there are some monsters you don't want to fight. This isn't 5th edition where you can be like, I'm level 20, I'm gonna go fight God now. And it's like, okay, God looks at you and you're Schmidt, that's it. 5th edition you can fight gods all you want, but not this one.
I want to fight the one above all.
Alright. After that little event, you continue riding until you eventually find a campsite.
Phenomenal. Is the campsite still cooking?
The campfire's not lit, but the tent's still up and all that kind of stuff. It looks like yeah, like there's a horse there, but the individual is not there.
They're not in the tent.
Nope.
Are there footprints leading away from the campsite?
Yes.
Wait here. What time of day is it?
It's about like midday.
Person's probably not going to come back for another hour or so. May as well wait here for him. Whether this is the person we're tracking or not, they'll have that information one way or another.
Yeah. I guess while we wait, I'm gonna try and look for some mistletoe.
Go look for your tow missiles, I'll be here.
Alright. Lorsan,
Do
go
we
ahead
need to
and
roll anything for it?
foraging.
Foraging.
Go ahead and roll it 3 times.
Searching for a whole hour after all.
No, 3 hours.
Ah! She took 3 hours to come back.
Okay. Let's see. Nope.
God, this forest of mistletoe sure doesn't have any mistletoe in it.
Success. I was like, oh, succeeded on the 3rd roll.
Alright. So in that case, you, and for those at home who are confused, Tia prefers to use a D100 when rolling proficiency, so that's 16 on a D100, not a D20. Alright, so you managed to find your mistletoe, come back. You see Grimshaw still waiting.
Has she shown up yet?
Can't say she has.
12 minutes later, you start hearing footprints as she comes around the bend. It looks like she's dragging a, a deer that she hunted over. But then she sees you guys and goes, exactly why are you at my camp?
We left town. Ran into a basilisk.
Yeah, there's a basilisk not too far from here.
Yeah, it's a good idea
east.
to avoid that thing. Why are you here?
We came across your camp.
Be straight with the girl at least. We came looking for you.
Why? Yeah, I was about to say, like, she's out of the way. This isn't even, like, a proper road. So...
We came looking for you because someone wants you dead.
It was my old bandit group, wasn't it?
Yes. Well,
Damn
that and somebody wants you alive.
Who wants me
as
alive?
well. That old knight at the port.
Oh,
house.
for crying out loud. Look,
So what did you do?
I raided a farmer's house while he was gone. Needed supplies on the way back, on the way out. I'm a bandit. I take what I need.
Yeah.
That's
also-
all you did?
That's all I did.
Hardly something to die for. So
The
what
bandits
is it-
want me dead for a different reason. That knight just wants to make an example of me. Probably just probably just sit in jail.
for a
for a
little
while.
while. I mean, you're a bandit. You're gonna sit in jail for a little while, and then he's gonna release you, and you're just gonna go back to your ways. So,
I wouldn't count on that.
what? You think he's gonna hang you over a few stolen crops?
No, I think he's going to consider it after he. It's complicated. Don't worry about it. Just, are you here to kill me or capture me?
Rather take you in alive, personally. Nice.
I'd rather not go at all.
Oh, how can you make it worth my while?
She just she's like, it's like size and aggravation. Throws you a pouch.
Look in the pouch.
Collection of silver and copper coins that adds up to about 2 gold pieces.
You know, the guy was I'm not extorting you here. Knight was gonna give us 3.
She's like, all right, that's fine.
At least I need something to take back to prove that you died.
You're not taking anything that I own. This is all I have.
What about your scarf?
She's like, no.
We need something that can identify you as dead. Something that
Or
we
you could
would've-
not do this. You could just leave me
Question.
alone.
Is
Do you want to be left
Yeah.
alone forever? Do you?
Lorsan, go ahead.
is her hair in a braid or a ponytail?
Ponytail.
We can cut off her ponytail.
She's like, I don't want you to touch my hair.
It's just hair.
Grimshaw, your turn.
Sweetheart, do you want to be left alone by one guy? Or do you want to be left alone by everyone? We're not gonna be the last ones.
Roll a d100 minus 20.
Minus 20.
Yep.
Why? Because of the sweetheart? Was it the sweetheart?
I'm not telling you.
It was the sweetheart. You don't have to fucking lie to me.
Language.
I rolled a 40.
She just responds to you going, ah, yes, that's true, except I'm going to be leaving the island soon, so I won't have to worry about that.
And what about the rest of your bandit camp? What about the bandits that are chasing you? The people who want you dead? Do you think they're just gonna let that slide?
If I leave the island, yes.
What, you don't think that they're gonna... What did you do that pissed them off?
I didn't do anything, they just think I'm cursed.
Why?
Why are you cursed?
It's really hard to explain, and I don't think you would really believe me anyway.
I've seen some strange things.
I am nobody. I'll believe anything you tell me.
Both of you roll a charisma check.
By the way, fun reference there.
59.
40.
She's not convinced.
That's fair.
Alright.
Hey,
Bye.
I'm trying to do you a favor because I think they'll keep chasing you. they'll put out bounties for higher amounts and stuff like that. Your bandit.
They won't. I know. Look, I know these people. You don't. Okay.
They're willing to negotiate on what they want for your head.
Yes, because they're desperate because they don't want my curse influencing their operations or the rest of the island. The place where they live. If I leave the island, then I'm free.
By not telling us the curse. What's the curse? It's fine. I'm trying to help you as much as you're trying to get out
She
of
picks up a rock, goes over to you, puts it in your hand, backs up and says, "Throw that at me."
Alright, I don't put any force into it, I just throw it. Just like lob.
It is way farther off track than you had any right to ever be thrown.
So people can't hit you?
So, exactly, you're telling me that you're functionally immortal?
She picks up another rock. She throws it with the least amount of effort and it somehow hits you.
And you have good aim.
I don't. In fact, I've been told that I'm a lousy thrower.
You were aiming at me. It hit your mark. Just because your curse.
I don't think you
affects
understand. It's not trajectory. Imagine anything you did was suddenly a whole lot harder to do. For whatever reason, luck just went against you. Turned against you.
It's called life. That doesn't necessarily mean you're bad luck. Two, if it is a curse, you can get that wiped.
She's like, no, it's not a curse.
It's not a curse? What is it then?
It's not actually. You see, she's like, she's stuck between. She's stuck between. They're not gonna believe me. This is stupid. And how do I explain this in a way that makes sense?
I want to know because honestly, I want to know if I can help. Because frankly, those fucking bandits are bastards. I would rather not help them.
So you're just gonna like stop and just gonna like.
They tried to off my clientele while I was still hired by them. I have no love for those bandits. I have no love for really the port city either, aside from like one or two people. Give me a reason to trust you.
Help me cook this, dear. We'll talk about it over dinner.
Deal.
And that's where we're gonna end the session.
I pulled a freaking Ulysses there.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. That was fun. The sweetheart for -20. Thank you for that.
Alright, let me go ahead and give you your XP, guys.
4.
Let me scroll through it here. So let's see here. Where are you? For the monster encounters, I'm gonna give you guys half the XP because you guys didn't really engage with anything, but you did encounter them.
Of course, listen, if I engaged with it, we would have died.
Oh, not just you. I'm talking about Troxal too.
Yeah. Is that about the same CR rating, though?
What?
Was that the same challenge rating?
What are you referencing?
The Basilisk as compared to the Bandit group?
Oh, I'm not talking about the bandit group.
The Troxal face off against.
Oh, he didn't face off against anything. That was my point.
Technically, neither did we. We ran at the first sight of freaking.
Yeah. I mean, Lorsan wasn't gonna fight that thing.
I know, but that's my point. You're getting partial XP.
Oh no, I'm not arguing with that. I'm just like, I was like trying to figure out the challenge rating between the bandit camp that.
Again, the XP isn't for the bandit camp.
No.
No.
There's no XP at the bandit camp. There is no bandit camp.
There is a bandit camp, but the XP is not for that. XP is for the doppelganger that infiltrated the soldiers.
Doppelganger.
I think Grimshaw and Troxal know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I might have been gone while that happened, so.
No, I'm with you, T. I don't know what you're referring to.
Really?
Has
Who was the
anyone
doppelganger?
Has anyone seen Jerry?
You caught on to it.
Well, the doppelganger isn't Guvork Sage. That can't be.
No. You're right. That's not him. You don't have to worry about the doppelganger after this, but you're good. Essentially, essentially, while you were traveling in the woods, a doppelganger grabbed one of the guards, ate him, and then replaced him.
Oh, I see.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that could open up a lot of story hooks.
So, to give you before I get the XP, but to give you an example of what I do with my tables, my encounter tables, is I have the default table, which ranges from 1 to 20, and then for the 20th, if I roll a 20, that means that I roll.
Table up.
What?
It goes to the next table up, right?
No.
No. Okay.
That's the
So
special
that's-
table. So creatures that can be found pretty much anywhere. That kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Let's see here.
So when are we gonna fight dinosaurs?
That is a good question. Maybe there's dinosaurs in this world. Maybe there's not. You don't know.
Who knows? And I'm worried about. Well, there's always been dinosaurs in every world. It's just a matter of if they're extinct or not.
This is a completely homebrewed world. Can you really say that?
I mean, they could just come on a meteorite too.
All right,
Who
XP.
knows?
Grimshaw, you got 377 XP.
I think that actually pushes me up to a 4 now. That's really
Tia,
good. Yeah.
you got 399 XP. Troxal, you got 260 XP.
DM, you got 259 XP.
And where do you get that logic?
I don't know. I was kind of like sitting here, like, let's just play with it. If you get to level 5, you get access to stronger monsters.
Alrighty, so for the people at home, I'm gonna do my best to try and figure out how I can keep this group together. This is probably going to be my greatest challenge as a DM yet.
No, the greatest challenge is just trying to rear in Grimshaw at this point because he's gonna go, yes!
Oh, man.
Also, I really like how you even metagamed the no. Don't go into a deal with Grimshaw.
I mean, not... Yes and no. You'll understand eventually.
Are you ready?
Okay, thank you, Christian.
My pleasure. My pleasure, man.
Bye
Have
to
a
you.
lot of fun.
Bye. Have a good day.
Take
Bye,
it easy, Tom.
name goes share. Bye,
Name
Grimshaw.
goes. Name goes here.
It is about time, so for those who are going back to watch this, because not a single person watched the live stream, thank you for watching. We hope to see you again, and we hope you enjoy our little shenanigans. We'll let you know. Well, I guess if you're watching back on this, you'll know if we continue it or not. But yeah. See you next time.
Good night, all.
Like a werewolf streamer, like and subscribe.
I need to do that. Yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Lapatch.
Broken swords and dragons' bones scattered on the way back home, beating to the sound of flashing steel. When the road I hear sound, shut the tales and legends talk, strengthened by the hymns of old, weathered out this fighting from this long, so we sing a traveler's song. Play out a spell in your sequence of chords to inspire and sharpen our rusted swords.